You've been on here more than anybody else has.
Yeah.
I think so. It's number 5 or 6.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's 5.
At least. No. Like 5 or 6. I know for sure it's at least 5. Because we don't have news stories.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Boom, and welcome to the Big Honker Podcast, brought to you by Blind Grass. I am regular old Jeff Stanfield. And who are you?
I'm Andy Shaver, Jeff. Just Andy Shaver because I'm looking across to the world-famous Clay Reid.
Porn star.
Porn
Yeah,
star.
porn star.
Would you have done a porn, Clay?
Would I have done porn?
Would you?
I'd do it right now.
Would you?
You tell me, if you put me and Andy on the table, we'll go. If you put money on there and say we got to have sex.
No.
How much?
No, we
How much
don't.
we talking?
No.
Who's going to be the husband in
I
this
was actually
operation?
joking, but hey, $30 is $30.
No, we do not have to.
So if Pamela Anderson called you and wanted to redo the Tommy Lee video on the boat in Arizona, you'd be in on that?
Yes,
Okay.
immediately. And my wife would whoop my ass if I didn't do it for a small fee.
You know what you call a woman like her? Pamela Lee is a hooder. You know what a hooder is? You'd fuck her on the hood of your car with your wife honking the horn.
Exactly. Yeah, I guarantee it.
I felt bad for her in that video. Tommy Lee's got a fucking horse cock
You
on
ain't
him.
lying.
And she's not a big lady, so she's taking a pounding.
She didn't seem like it was bothering her very much.
Now she's
Nah.
accustomed to it.
I was a little jealous.
Oh, yeah.
God almighty.
She was a hottie. You know who I always felt bad was that old fucker that sang for Poison. I can't think of his name. Brett Michaels.
Brett Michaels,
maybe?
yeah.
Oh, he was in
had
love with her.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in
Well,
love
he had a
with her.
porn movie with
he
her,
did.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had that
But
video with him.
I think that song "Every Rose Has a Thorn" is about her. Yeah, she left his ass. You know, she also was banging Scott Baio before them.
Get the fuck
No, seriously.
Scott Baio?
That was her first Hollywood man.
Boy, you talk about difference.
Yep.
Polar opposite.
Yeah. You know where she got found at?
Where's that?
She was at a Raider football game, and they scanned the crowd, and they saw her. Or it might not have been a Raider game. It might have been a damn Canadian Football League game, but she was at a football game, and they scanned the crowd and saw her. Somebody has a good eye for talent because she
You know,
is a
back when
good-looking
she was
son of a
on,
bitch.
What was that? damn
Baywatch?
No, the one way where she was discovered on TV was with that guy, that Tool Time.
Tim Taylor, that's right.
Yeah,
she
Tim
was
Taylor
the
on that, yeah.
whew.
God. You know, that was before she had all the,
You think
accent.
You think Tim banged her?
He's stupid if he didn't.
Yeah, no shit.
You got dang right.
I think that's an urban legend, Jeff.
It's
Yeah.
not true then that she didn't?
I don't know. It's saying right here.
Uh,
Looks like an urban legend.
I give her an urban
Yeah,
legend.
she's
I am an urban legend. I'm as urban as it gets. And I can create a legend if we can get her in. Yeah.
Well, she was a good look at her right there.
Oh, yeah. That, like I say, before she was tainted by all the other bullshit. She's still super fine, but right there.
She's fucking hot.
That's like when Britney Spears first
I'd
came
eat the
out.
corn out of that shit right there. Take a gallon of that piss to figure out where it come from.
She was a smoke show, though.
Yeah, she was.
She's still a good looking lady.
Oh, yeah. Hell, yeah. Like I say, during the 911 rape call episode, that's what Sean Morrison was, he's thinking, his eyes closed going, Pamela Lee, Pamela Lee, Pamela Lee.
There she is on Playboy.
Yeah. She's freaking hot. Yeah, she's in my top 10. Yeah.
That's y'all's generation, though. Like,
Yeah.
she's not in mine. Pam Anderson.
No, but you had Britney Spears, and Britney Spears is smoking hot.
She's gone off the
that's another
fucking.
one.
She's fucking wacko. She is fucking 5150 crazy.
Yeah, I'm going 90s Pam Anderson.
Yeah,
Yes.
90s
And,
Pam
yeah,
Anderson.
I'll go that back.
Yeah.
Because all our shit's getting old now. We have to go way back. But the bad thing is, I don't even know any of these young girls now.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know a young singer and any of that stuff. Who from our deal was? Who else in our age did you think was really smoking hot?
In our age,
I thought Farrah Fawcett when I was in elementary was the hottest thing
goddamn
ever.
right. Yeah, Farrah Fawcett was
that poster. Woo.
Yes, yeah. And another one was I'm pretty sure I whacked off many times to Big Valley and old Linda Evans.
Oh, Linda Evans was a good looking gal
goddamn
too.
right.
I don't think I've ever seen
She was
her.
hot.
Blonde, beautiful lady. She was
Yeah.
in Dynasty too, wasn't
Yeah,
she?
she was in Dynasty.
What about the chick on Dallas? The Lucy. What was her name?
Lucy, Big Tit
Charlie,
Ronnie?
Charlene Tilton. Yes.
Yeah.
Her?
Yeah. She was good looking when
Come
she was young. She was good looking.
God damn, don't go pull up a 70-year-old.
Yeah, we're not talking about looking at
Now,
her
heard
now.
that one?
No.
God damn, son of a bitch.
That's
You're
the
ruining
face.
it
You're
for me
ruining
now.
it.
God
That's
damn.
that's the lips from the chick that's at the fucking that work at the
Now,
titty
you're
place.
down here where the swimsuit edition right here to the right.
Oh, her.
Yeah, and now we're Hell,
not-
that
she
still
not
don't
bad.
look good. Maybe I was just hard up.
They put a lot of makeup on her on the Big Valley.
I was 12, goddamn, son. It was Big Valley. Hell, back then, fucking hell, Lee Majors looked good back
Yeah.
then.
What about the chick Kelly LeBrock that was in Weird Science?
Kelly Brock, yeah. I wasn't. She had kind of a weird mouth. Let's
Kelly
see, I was
LeBrock.
Yeah.
That two's hot right there is fucking Kelly Preston, R.I.P.
Yes,
I know she's dead.
Yeah,
but
that's another smoker.
Jesus,
Yeah,
is she
like
fucking
her.
good looking.
She first time I seen her in a show, she was in Mischief, and her old titties were bouncing. That old boy was banging her.
Uh-huh,
Woo.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
she's a fucking gorgeous lady.
She was a pretty lady.
Yeah, she died way too young, too. Damn.
Putting up John Travolta's crazy shit that he's got her.
What do you think he's doing now? You
Scientology.
think he's doing guys?
I'd heard the rumor is he never
That he's
never
gay.
stopped.
Yeah.
They
John
always said John
Yeah.
Travolta was
Yeah.
a swinger.
I don't know. They're a
That
weird,
motherfucker,
they're a weird bunch.
if you put him in a movie and you're going to put dancing in it, it was going to be the best hit.
Yeah.
Grease, fucking Urban Cowboy, and Saturday Night Fever.
I can't believe he did Urban Cowboy as well as he did.
He done a great job on
Hell
that.
Yeah. I mean,
Why? Just because
He was in Saturday Night Fever.
I don't know why. Yeah, but
You just kinda had
because it kind of a typecast deal,
Yeah.
you know, when you first watched it. But as it went on, hell, I enjoyed the hell out of that show. But yeah, I was like, John Travolta is fucking cowboy. That ain't gonna happen.
so y'all were around in that time. Like, was there a fucking bucking bull in every bar after that movie came out?
Well, hold on. Now, when that movie come out, I wasn't old enough to even go close to a bar yet.
Yeah.
70s, wasn't it?
Well, fuck,
Late
I wasn't.
70s?
I was 10 years old.
Damn, we ain't that old. Well, we're old, but
You're old. Well, Ron would be the guy to ask then.
Well, you can't ask him.
When did
He's in
Urban
heaven now.
When did Urban Cowboy come out? I wonder?
19, maybe 78, 79, 80, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, I was
That
thinking
late.
like, yeah, that's probably about right, 80. But
Fuck, what, Saturday Night Fever come out in like 76?
Yeah.
yeah, when did that come out?
He is a good look at 1980.
Yeah.
I
So see,
guarantee
there could have been some bucking bulls left
that
over.
is me and Kelly Jean's life story. I ain't shitting you to the max, pretty much.
The Urban
right there.
Cowboy?
Well, yeah, I am Bud, and she is Sissy.
Did
So
you
that-
have the two chicks in the same time in that bed that he
Huh?
did? Remember, he had the two hot chicks in bed that night. She wasn't real happy about that.
Yeah. Well, I've had a couple of hot chicks in my bed, and she ain't never been happy about it. But not since I've been with her, though. Yeah.
That's
But like I say, you know, when I me and Kelly split up, I had the girl from over at Henrietta I hooked up with, you know, was kind of the one that kind of took place there for a little while, and we had our little split up deal. Yeah.
So,
How old were you when y'all split up?
Oh fuck! I don't even know how old I am now. Shit, I don't know. We like I say, it was just that summer.
That's like the worst
I'm
time to
probably
split up.
25.
Summertime, like that's
Well,
that's when
see,
shit gets
I'm
wild.
7 years, yeah. Well, see, that was the whole deal. I needed that one more summer
Mm-hmm.
to get it out of my system, and that's what I told her. I got one more summer. Of course, she said, "Fuck you, you motherfucker, you right now, you cocksucker, you motherfucker." She hated me, and I did. I went. I was clowning that whole summer, you know. And hell, clown, road bronc, party, but like I say, you know, I'm 7 years older than her,
Mm-hmm.
so she probably wasn't 19.
the 911 rape call,
Yeah.
did she ever give you shit about that, especially when she sees those big girls in Archer?
Thankfully, none of them big girls are in Archer
Okay.
anymore, but she does not like that brought up at any time. Yeah.
So she gets an attitude with you when you bring it, or when someone else brings it up.
Anytime any woman is brought up around me, it's yeah.
So does the guys that you talk about in here? I'm gonna let you use their names, not me, because I don't want to.
I don't care. I got them already all pissed off.
Have they given you shit about this too? About this story?
Dude, motherfucker, yeah. Oh, fuck, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, there's been a couple of them that, man, quit using my fucking name on goddamn air. I don't give a fuck.
I tried to send some business to the one guy, and he wouldn't even call me back. The guy that does AstroTurf yard,
That's turf yard.
the backyard puts AstroTurf in.
Well, you lost me there.
Is it
Kevin.
Shane or one of them? I thought does.
Oh, Shane Bates. Yeah.
Does he not do AstroTurf in the backyard?
Hell, I don't know. I hadn't seen Shane. He's a carpet guy. Yeah, I could see him do that.
Someone told me he did it, so I tried to call him, and he never called me back. I thought, that's somebody. I guess he's mad.
That's right. Yeah, you called.
Yeah, I called you, and you told me that.
because I called him and told him, and
yeah, he never called me back. I say, are you the guy that's on the rape call with Clay?
Yeah.
Is he the one that was hoping it was Britt or Pamela Anderson? Or is that the other guy?
No, Shane was too busy slapping that ass, telling Sean, watch me, Sean, watch me. Sean's got his eyes closed saying, shut up, I'm concentrating. Pamela Lee. Yeah, Shane was whooping that. He was the one whooping that ass, and it looked like a fucking, one of them 80s water beds. The ripples in that son of a bitch. Yeah, that ass was flowing around there. And shit, she didn't even know he was back there behind her. And he may have gotten a wrinkle and not may not have been in.
You need to go ahead and tell the story because we got a lot of new listeners. They've got to hear this story.
This will be the 5th time.
This is the great story.
Oh man, you can't tell that.
Yes, you can. Yeah, because everybody's listening is like, but guys right now at their office like, no, this you got to listen to this story.
It's hard to do on command there, Jeff. It's got to come up organically.
Okay, we'll skip it then. So the first time when the first podcast come out that you told this story on, did you immediately get calls from them on it?
Well, luckily, some of them guys, they never listened to that. They know they can't even spell podcast.
Right.
Yeah. What the fuck? Until I told them, I said, yeah, they're podcast. You motherfucker, don't be using my goddamn name on there. And then they discovered the podcast, and then they were pissed off. Yeah, there was a couple of them, stories. Yeah, they didn't want their wives knowing about those stories. So
this is number 6. We were talking about the appearances. This will be number 6.
Are you shitting me?
Yep, you were on 23, 30, 77, 174, and 309.
Motherfucker. See that? And like I say, and that's what I was talking about. I don't like telling the same damn story twice for you.
Some of them are good though.
Them dead dick corner guys, sit up there and tell the goddamn same story over and over. I go to the cafe up there in Archer and it's the same fucking story. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I remember Maud. Yeah, and the horse blowed you off. Yeah, and I could tell their stories word for word.
Because
I don't want to be that guy.
They haven't lived them. There's no more stories to have. Now you said you've got a new story. You said you got a new one for us.
I do got a new story for it. This is going back to the getting old part. Okay. Here we are, 55 years old. So and fat. You can relate to that.
Yes. So I'm 53, but fat.
Well,
yes.
Yeah. Well, we here. I guess it was last year. And hell, I was starting to put on a little weight, and usually I can drop 10 pounds pretty quick, but I carry, about 250. Well, like I was talking earlier, I run a goddamn 26-mile marathon weighing 250 pounds. But when I get up to 280, that's too much. And so I got up to 280 and I lost a little bit. And so I had done these drops called HCG drops, and I had lost when my daughter was going to get married. I ain't taking no fat boy marriage pistols, so I had to lose some weight, so I lost 28 pounds using those drops, just drop under your tongue and eat right and all that. And so I lost them 28 pounds, got down there at 250, but then that's when I run the marathon. Well, then after I run that marathon, I started fucking drinking beer and eating bad again, and I wound up getting some weight back on. Well, so I had this doctor. And it's funny how, because I don't go to doctors at all. One, they cost money, and I ain't got no goddamn insurance. So, cowboy code, you just got to get tough or die. So, but anyway, boy, I remembered I had this connection. And how I got this connection on this guy is, and I may have told this story, is we were coming back from a Pee Wee football game at Seymour, Texas. And we're coming in. I got this caravan of people, and I got my silhouette with 58 kids in the back. Football players. Every kid that has rides to the game riding with me. Well, we come right before you get into Archer. There's a bridge right there where Jesse Wilson lives. Well, there's 4 or 5 cars in front of me, and they go on by. Well, I look up there, and there's a guy laying on the white stripe, face down, and his 10-speed's laying up. Parked up against the guardrail of this bridge. Well, goddamn, he's on the white stripe right there on the right. Mm-hmm. Them 5 cars ahead of me, I thought we're going to run over this stupid son of a bitch. And I go, goddamn. So I think that guy got hit by a car or something. So we shut her down, and of course I went up there about 150 yards, so the kids didn't see, you know, if he was mangled up and tore up. So me and my old buddy Dwayne, the Shrub, we call him the Shrub. His family tree was a shrub. He's a little bit short guy. Well, me and the Shrub, we haul ass, and we go back here to get this guy. Well, he's laying face down, so I grab that old boy, and I roll him over, and you can tell whatever hit him fast, because his hands were laid down beside him. He hit face first, and he had a big old knot right up on top of his head where he hit the pavement. And of course, he's dead. And so I jump up on top of some boy, and I go, and I'm sitting on his chest. I said, all right, Dwayne, I got chest compressions. You do the mouth to mouth. So I started working on this guy, and I'm a-pumping, and I'm a-pumping, and I'm a-pumping. Well, every time I pump, that damn foam and blood was coming out of this guy's mouth. And old Dwayne, he looks down at me like, let me do chest compressions. I said, nope. I was here first. He goes, well, he's dead. I said, yeah, I know he's fucking dead. I said, I'm trying to bring you back to life the whole time. I never quit pumping. I'm working my ass off trying to get this motherfucker life. And he goes, well, he's been dead a while. I said, I know he's dead a while. I said, I'm trying to bring the motherfucker back to life. I said, goddamn, it's a good thing I wasn't down here fucking dying. He goes, well, I give you mouth to mouth. I said, well, fuck you. I don't want you giving me mouth to mouth, ignorant motherfucker. So we're having this goddamn argument over this dead guy, and I'm hammering the hell out of him. And all these cars going by, and they finally go by, and I am unsuccessful in my, fucking 15 minutes of doing it. Finally, the ambulance guys come up there, and he died. Well, it turned out this guy, you remember Senator Graham Purcell?
I remember the name.
One of the buildings downtown Wichita Falls is named after him. He was in there with Lyndon B. Johnson, the whole deal. Real famous guy. I mean, the deal. Turned out this is his oldest son. So, anyway, I didn't know anything about that, and we went on and a couple of days later, god dang, knock on the door, and it's Senator Graham Purcell. He comes to my house to thank me for trying to save his boy and all that. And I said, well, we did the best we can. I did, and Dwayne didn't do shit.
If he'd have done some mouth-to-mouth, he might be here still.
Well, as it come down, Graham Purcell, he's got a book. And he had give me an autographed book with Senator Graham Purcell, and he was in the cavalry back in the day. He was an old man. And we went to Dairy Queen, we ate and all this. And he gave me goddamn tickets to the congressional ball down there. And I said, I'll stick out like a sore thumb. But anyway, he said, appreciate, just thanking me, do the best I can. And I said, well, I appreciate it. Well, then next day, old Dwayne comes over to the house and, why didn't he give me no goddamn? I didn't get no tickets. I didn't get no book. That's because you didn't give mouth to mouth, motherfucker. He said, you were a quitter. You just stand there and argue with me.
You're a quitter.
I was trying to save this motherfucker.
With me.
So anyway, but this guy's brother is a guy named Blaine Purcell, who's a health and well-being doctor over at Wichita. So I got thinking about that. I'm at that age where now I need to get shit checked, prostate checked and all that man shit,
that's no fun.
Over 50 shit. And so, I'd heard he was a guy that could give these HC shots instead of the drops, which is more effective than the drop as far as losing weight. So I'll kill two birds with one stone, go over there and get all my blood work checked and lose weight at the same time. So I get over there to his office, and we get over there, and when they draw blood of me, he said, all right, we're going to do all your blood work, and then we'll call you in a couple of days. Come back, and we'll go over it all. So I go over there. 2 days later, he calls me back. Hey, we got your blood work ready. I said, all right, I'm headed that way. And they did give me the old prostate exam.
It's a miserable fucking deal, isn't it?
Finger up the ass. Yeah, it was.
I don't know why any man would want to be gay.
Well, it wasn't too bad because they had a pretty little blonde nurse, and so I didn't.
So
mind
just a prostate massage is all that was.
Well, I knew she had a smaller finger than old big dog over here, and it was a woman. So instead of
you've never had a man inside of you, is what you're saying?
I got past the perversion because now it's kinky instead of perversion. So anyway, so I come back a couple of days later, and I'm going over here, going to get my shots and check my blood work. Well, he goes through there and he said, "Oh, you got all your stuff," and I don't know what all that shit means on there. Your triglycerides and all that. He goes, "Well," he said, "the good thing is, there's probably got a pretty good chance of never having prostate cancer, colon cancer. Your PAS something level is out off the charts." And I said, "That's good." And then he asked me, he said, "Do you spend much time in the mountains?" I said, "Almost never." And he said, "Well," I said, "Why do you ask?" He said, "Well," he said, "your oxygen levels in my blood is really good." And I said, "Well, That's good. Is that a good thing? He goes, yeah, that's really, really good. He said, you're comparable to guys that train in the mountains as oxygen levels, And I said, well, all right, good deal. We went on.
You are a marathon runner.
Exactly. And I've never had a cramp. That was one. I've never had a cramp in my
Never?
life. Ever in my life. Wouldn't know there's two things my claim to fame. I've never had a cramp and I've never had a chigger. Chiggers do not bother me. I can go out there with flip-flops and shorts at a golf course chasing balls. Man, the shrub did it many a time. He'd be having boots and blue jeans and covered with chiggers, and I won't ever get a chigger.
They're fucking miserable.
But I ain't never had a cramp, and I have no hair on my legs. I mean, it's just as bald as a baby's bottom on my legs.
Maybe you're Indian.
I don't know, but anyway, I wondered if that blood had something to do. But anyway, goes back to it. I had good blood. All right, go through that. So anyway, the whole time he's explaining all this stuff over there, he's got I guess a nurse practitioner that's in there with him, and she's 40, 45-year-old. She's an older gal, but hell, she's damn sure a MILF. She's a good-looking old gal, And so I'm sitting there, and she's, he's asking me these questions, and he says, oh, da, and all of a sudden he says, and he goes on, your testosterone levels are low, but that's normal. When you get past 30, they always going down there. He said, but that, and out of the fucking blue, Sunshine over here goes, do you have trouble getting an erection?
The girl does?
Yeah, the girl does. I said, say what? I said, fuck no, I ain't got a problem getting an erection. Are you fucking serious?
You want to show? Let me show you real quick?
Motherfucker, I mean, it pissed me off.
I'll whip it out, bitch.
I said, bitch, my goddamn dick gets hard when the wind blows. There ain't nothing wrong with my dick. I come in this motherfucker to lose weight, and I worry about my goddamn dick. Don't worry about my goddamn dick. I mean, I'm fucking going off on this son of a bitch. So, well, we're just, your testosterone levels, it could be a problem. Well, it ain't. It ain't, motherfucker. Boy, and I cut my eyes at that bitch. I was wanting to slap the fuck out of her. So we go on. We all go on a little bit low, and he's going over some other stuff. And he said, we'll do this, do this. And then out of the blue, she goes, do you have trouble maintaining an erection? I said, motherfucker, I done fucking told you. Boy, I went off on that bitch again. I said, you leave my fucking dick out of this motherfucker. My dick is fine. I mean, I'm almost tears a goddamn man. This bitch over here fucking questioning my goddamn manhood. I ain't that motherfucking old yet, bitch. So anyway, I was hot son of a bitch. I said, Blaine, you need to get this bitch, get her the fuck out of here. I said, I'm fucking... That man, no, we're just asking these questions. There's nothing personal. That is personal.
That is very
I said, there ain't nothing wrong with my motherfucking dick. So anyway.
Get a note from your wife.
Well, anyway, so after we go over there, he takes me, he said, well, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to, put me on this medicine and some of the shot. And, oh, shit. And we're going to give you a testosterone booster shot, kind of like a steroid shot deal in there. I don't know nothing about it, but I do know what it does do for you. My fucking old muscle, we're at that age where we lose some of our muscle tone in our body. God damn, I got that fucking shot, and it was like, now I know why these athletes are taking this goddamn shit. I was all bulked up. But, all right, so then I leave there, and I've got to go over here. There's 3 different drug stores I got to go. I got to go get this metformin bullshit and this.
Oh, you're on the diabetes medicine.
Yeah.
The
preventive.
Preventive, yeah. I take that.
At this time, I weigh 283 pounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm having to take. I'm hoping to get off that shit, too.
Exactly. Well, I probably could get off, but now that I'm 235. But, so anyway, I go get all this shit at 3. I don't know why, but I had to go to 3 different drugstore. Mm-hmm. So I go to this one, I get this, I get this, and I go to this other, and I ain't even looked at any of the drugs. I just paid. He said, go pick this up. So I go over this deal, and I get over to this one downtown over there by the old General Hospital used to be, and I get in there, and I mean a good-looking motherfucker working behind the deal, and I was like, how you doing? And I mean, she was hot. I don't care to pick up some medicine for Clay Reid, by God, and she gave me my medicine, I get it back. I walk out to pick up, strutting, you get wiggle that ass out there until you get around there and they sucked in. So I get in my truck and I said, well, I wonder what medicine this is. So I look on there and I go, I don't know what the fuck that is. I never heard of that medicine. So I wind up pulling out my phone and I Google search whatever this medicine was. And I'll be goddamn if it doesn't pull up erectile dysfunction. I like to lost my motherfucking mind because all I can think about is old Blondie in there going, "This poor guy's got the limp dick disease." Oh, what a sad guy, and I am fucking mad. I mean, I got old Blaine Purcell on speed dial. Hey, motherfucker, what are you putting with this motherfucker? I don't need no goddamn fucking hard-on fucking pills. I told you my fucking dick is fine. I told you my motherfucking dick is fine. He's like, hey, well, just in case, you got a backup. I said, I don't need no motherfucking backup. Now that bitch down there, you need to call that bitch at the fucking drugstore. Tell her I do not have the limp dick disease. Tell her my fucking dick is fine. Oh, I'm pissed, man. And I mean, I am powdered up like some bitch. I cussed him out. I mean, so anyway, so I get to the fucking house. And I take them fucking pills. I don't want anybody in the goddamn world know that I got fucking limp dick pills.
So is it Viagra
or Cialis?
It's a generic kind of whatever Viagra.
You're not supposed to take them unless you're fixing to have sex.
Well,
so your wife did not realize that what she was fixing to get herself into.
I put these some bitches up and hid these motherfuckers way up there. We got our medicine cabinet. Where's it? Way up top. I put them some bitches because I don't want nobody opening my medicine cabinet and say, "Oh, no, goddamn Clay's got the limp dick disease." We already got one bitch over at fucking downtown spreading it around. Clay got it. So anyway, I put it way up there. Well, one thing about it, I got that testosterone shot.
Yeah.
Well, what that does, I mean, it turns you into a 15-year-old fucking boy.
Really?
Immediately. I guarantee you, I didn't realize how my sex drive, because I always want to fuck anyway, but not like a 15-year-old boy. You know how it is. Sometimes it's not worth it. Yeah, fuck, I'm tired. Hell, I go to bed. No, when you get that testosterone shot.
Yeah, you're 15 years old. Sleep don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, you're fucking scratching it on everything that you walk by. So I tell Kelly, I say, well, we got us a cabin because it's hard to fuck, at our house, because we got kids in the house, so you can't get wild. You can't tear the shingles off and break out the toolbox and all that shit. So, but now I got a lake cabin that is 3 miles from my house. We call it the stabbing cabin. So I told old Kelly, I said, "Hey, Kelly, won't you meet me at the cabin at noon for a nooner?" I guarantee you, I was walking on a goddamn 15-year-old hard-on. So I take that son of a bitch down there, and it was like I was 15 years ago, except I lasted a little longer. So
you had a little bit. You kind of knew what you were doing.
90 seconds was you're past that.
No, I make the average married couple. Anybody been married longer than 5 years? Average sex is 7 minutes. So I always 7.5. 7.5. Because I want to be above average. Always. That just means I licked on it for 5 minutes. But because that didn't say nothing about foreplay. So. It counts. But anyway, this turns you back into old Tarzan shit. I mean, I was swinging from the fucking rafters of the deal. And I mean, we tore, and I mean, I'm pretty sure I died twice that first day. I mean, it was bad. And she was going, "Oh, damn. What the fuck about that on?" I said, "I have a testosterone shot. It's fucking awesome." So anyway, that goes on.
She needs to get one of those.
That goes on for about a week or so. And, they say it'll last about 2 weeks. Well, then I got thinking about that little old pills that's up top because I can remember what my buddy told me one time, old Randy Simpson. He said he got one of them deals. He got one.
Randy Simpson.
Yeah, from one of his buddies. He said, yeah, because he just heard it make your dick really big and swell up. Yeah. He goes, "God damn, dude, that motherfucker." He said, "I ain't shitting." He said, "It swelled up and had like a dog knot on the end of it. I like to kill my old lady." I said, "No shit." So I got thinking about that, and I said, "Man, if I couple that testosterone shot with these fucking pills, man, I will tear some shit up." So I snuck in there and I reached up there and I got me one of them fucking pills and I stuck that some bitch in. I said, "Kelly, when you get off today, meet me at the stabbing cabin." And so, goddamn, she come down there and boy,
she didn't know what she was getting into.
No, hell no. No, she knew because for a week I was hurting her, but I wasn't taking the pill. But I got up there, and I mean, same kind of deal. I don't know about the dog knot bullshit and all that, but I wore that some of the time. I mean, we like I say, we were, newlyweds again. They got crazy, got wild, and I lost 30 pounds fast just on fucking.
Just on fucking.
Yeah. Well, then, so there for that next week, fucking every time I went, I'd reach up there and I'd grab me one of the pills, and we'd haul ass down there, and I'd hammer that son of a bitch again. Well, then one day I go up there and I reach up there to grab one of them fucking pills, and I look up there and I go, what the fuck is that? I see this pill bottle up there. I said, what the fuck is that? I reach up there. Well, hell, I reached down there. I was taking codeine the whole fucking time.
Oh, shit.
I was taking Kelly's codeine. I had put the wrong bottle up in there. I said, that don't look like that bottle. Hell, I've been taking fucking codeine for the goddamn. So you imagine if I'd ever got on one of them fucking big pills. Told her that motherfucker wasn't running wrong with my goddamn dick. Fucking dick is a champ. Porn star fucking champ.
So now you got to try it with the dick pill.
Oh, we have.
Oh, yeah.
Did it make a difference though? Really?
No, not really.
Not really.
No.
Did the codeine?
Did you get off the codeine finally, or are you still
get
hooked?
off the
Are
codeine.
you clean now?
Yeah, I got clean. I realize that when you take codeine and you go fuck like that, when you crash, it's kind of like coming down from Red Bull. When you get done fucking, you're
done.
asleep.
Yeah.
I was out.
So couldn't even drive home. Just stay at the cabin.
Yeah.
That
I told the bitch wasn't nothing wrong with my dick though.
You showed her.
That motherfucker. I was so mad. I was goddamn. Yeah, but I need to go. I wish you could get that shot because that shot. Which now they give you this shit called the nut rub is what I call it. It's like a paste, to help boost your testosterone. You rub it on your nut, which is always cool. Anytime you rub anything on your nuts is cool. But
where do you get the nut rub at? You got to get it from a doctor?
They prescribe it. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not heard
What's
about
it
that.
called?
And like I say, it helps you. Like your muscle tone.
Yeah, you look good.
Like I say, it fucking...
In a
you get
non-gay
your-
way, you look very
Yeah,
good.
you get your tone back, and it... Like I say, when your metabolism goes down, because, you get low T on that, it helps everything.
So how often can you get this testosterone shot?
The shot, I don't know. I don't think they recommend it very often, but, it's kind of a booster.
So you would buy it on the black market if you could and have someone give it to
right.
you?
You fucking ain't right. It's awesome, because, it was like immediately I could tell that it was like a fountain of youth, because my muscles immediately started balling
So
up again.
you look a lot. You look at Barry Bonds a whole lot different now than you did before.
Yeah, exactly.
Who the fuck wouldn't want to feel this good every day?
I'm telling you, it is
So
awesome.
you haven't found a way to find a vet guy that does this also? Like you can do Ivermectin and all that shit?
Nut rub, it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I still got my, But that's what he told me. He said, that's why I built me a weight room. I got me a weight room deal in there. I don't think I've ever used it, but
you built it.
Yeah. Well, I've had all the weights and everything, but I finally moved them inside and got a deal because Lindy likes to lift weights, and she's have to drive all the way to Wichita and do all that shit. So, but that's what he said. He said lifting weights just a little bit. Again, you don't have to go overboard. It'll help you boost it.
So Lindy now she's dating a soccer guy, right?
Oh yeah.
So you're gonna have a
Stud.
soccer guy in the family, huh?
Yeah.
Now,
Who knows?
Does
how
he
kids
play
are.
college soccer or is he a high school
He's
soccer?
gonna play at MSU.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's a year older. She's a year older than him, right?
Yeah, he graduates 2 weeks, I guess.
So-
At Old High, he's
Yeah.
Old High man. But what's cool is I've coached him in baseball since he was little, and Lindy played baseball with him on the same team. Yeah,
So
he was a hell of a baseball player.
is she gonna go? Is she going to Midwestern?
She goes to Vernon. She fixed to be done with her basics and then going to the nursing school.
That's what I thought she was going to
she's gonna be a
nursing.
nurse.
She's not playing softball then or nothing.
No. She's had a couple of, a lot of, few of our girls they quit and now they took a year off. You get burned out of sports. Well, now a couple of them are going off and playing ball. But
Well, last year them kids got screwed.
oh my god,
The whole deal.
Oh.
That's a bad deal. The whole thing way around.
Yeah, because I guarantee you, we had the team last year. Because like I say, the two teams that were the powerhouses in our region, we kicked shit out of both of them, and so there was a pretty good chance we'd have went state last year.
Did you have a hard time cheering for Windthorst in the state football championship last year?
I did not.
You didn't have trouble cheering
No,
for them?
no,
You
I
did
did
not
not
cheer
cheer
for
for
them. I know your wife did.
I got lots of friends over, and I love them kids over there. But that's like
No, I understand completely.
Yeah.
Be like me cheering for Ryder.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not
It's
happening.
not going to happen. I got good friends over there, and I've coached a bunch of them kids, and I'm proud for them and all that. But no, hell no, I dang them.
That
I'm a
just ain't
Wildcat,
happening.
goddamn. Yeah, old high don't root for Ryder.
No.
Ryder don't root for old high.
No, not at
Yeah.
all.
You know, back to the testosterone. I've been working out a little bit, trying to get in shape because
Right.
we got a bunch of vacations. We're going to Michigan. My wife and I will have been married 10 years.
Andy and Tony are world travelers. I stay here and fucking work all the time. They go fucking all the time.
My wife and I,
I'm a rookie world traveler. I'm working on it.
Oh, you go everywhere. You
Yeah.
go a lot of
I'm
places.
getting there.
You're
Andy
getting
wants
there.
to tell us about working out.
But
I want to hear about it. Because
It's
I'm
hard. I've noticed it's a lot harder to lose the little pooch that I got. Like I could fucking work out
Oh,
for a
fuck.
month, and the fucking six pack
pooch.
would just
The pooch.
my six pack would just pop out.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking just do that.
Yeah, them
anymore.
pooches.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a. I don't know what the fuck you call this son of a bitch. It's more
You've
than a
gone up
pooch.
from you
Yeah.
went from a 6-pack to going to a keg over here.
I got the cooler over here
Yeah.
that the 6-pack's in.
But,
And-
but I've
and
known
the other 30 beers.
because I've always taken hunting season and not worked out, but I
Yeah.
start working out in the spring and summer, and fucking everything just goes smoothly. This year, I ain't fucking dropping any weight. I'm not putting on any muscles.
You're getting
Yeah.
older.
Shit ain't popping
Yeah,
out like it should
motherfucker.
have
Yeah,
anymore. So
we got that T-shirt too.
this testosterone is starting to look a little bit.
Well, I'm telling you, it's fucking. And like I say, as soon as you turn 20,
Yeah.
every year it goes down. When you get 30, it multiplies. When you get 40, it multiplies. When you get 50, it sucks on the fucking dick.
See, because I'm 33, and I can remember
Yeah,
just
you're-
like 28, 29, 30, like I could work out a month, 6 weeks, and I could start seeing results. Fuck, I've been working out since February.
Shit, before I was 30, I didn't even have to work out, and I stayed.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when I was 28. I
You worked
fought in a tough man
outside.
contest. I weighed 183. I ate fucking like a hog. You couldn't put a pound on me. When I got past that dreaded 30, it sucked. Yeah, that's when.
My advice is
That's when the pooch showed up.
Yep. Don't start using Viagra and shit. Because
Oh, no,
what
no,
gets
no.
me is these kids 20 years old are taking
Yeah.
Viagra. If
Oh,
you're
yeah.
20 years old and you're having to take a pill to get a hard on, you're fucking the wrong
I
person.
don't think it's because
I
of
mean,
the
Nancy
hard-on.
Pelosi, if you saw her naked and you couldn't get a hard on, we could all
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
that shit.
I know a guy, and I'm not gonna mention any names, but
Somebody LB.
no,
Oh.
no, that is funny though. I can tell that story too. I'll tell that story first. We were in high school, junior year, and a kid that I went to class with, he's like, "Hey, see that?" I'm like, "Yeah, what is that? Fuck you! Like, what is it? Viagra. I'm gonna take it." Fuck, okay. Fucking,
This kid worked for us. He was fucking hilarious.
he popped it like third period, and like I saw
Wow, fucked up.
I saw him in the
Why?
hallway. I don't know. Just to see what it did, I guess. And like he took it third period, and I saw him in passing period, and I'm like, he was holding his books in front of him.
What the
I
fuck?
was like, how's it going? I took that pill. I said, oh yeah? Yeah. This fucking thing ain't going away.
Yeah.
And he wore wind pants that day.
Oh goddamn.
Not the day
And
to
he's-
wear
and
fucking
and
wind
he's
pants.
not a white kid.
No.
Oh my god.
So all day long he had to fucking like tuck it under his waistband, pointing up, and had to walk around with his books in front of him.
What in the
I think
fuck?
I think he finally checked himself out after lunch and just went home and fucking beat the
off.
monkey.
At the very last, I would have had to went under the stands and we're scratching something. I guarantee you, because them blue balls are for real.
Yeah, but the other story was a guy similar age as me. He took it on vacation with his wife. Fuck, he said like 6, 7, 8 times. It was just not going away. And he was worried because he had heard, like, if it doesn't go away on its own,
Oh yeah.
they'll stick a needle in it.
Oh, fuck that.
And then finally, I guess after the last time, fucking wife tapping out, and the thing finally.
After 8 times, you know, she's
Went
fucking
away.
ready for you to go knock on the neighbor's door.
So, but yeah, I remember when I was in college, a lot of people were taking it. Just
Yeah,
I don't understand that shit. Boy, when I was
I
young,
could guarantee-
fuck, that's the last thing you worry about.
Wow. Well, fuck it. Would
Yeah.
like say 40 years old. I was walking.
You were looking
hard
for
on.
some reason to get it down, not
Yeah,
get it up.
yeah,
But getting it
right.
up wasn't a problem.
Fuck. Yeah.
That was the worst part about school. Fuck, you're sitting there, and then that some bitch just pops
Oh,
up on its own. You're
oh,
like, what
yeah.
the fuck am
Yeah,
I going to
you-
do with this?
Yeah, you think about just the littlest
Yeah.
thing, or you know, flipping through a book and 2 gazelles are fucking. Oh goddamn, here we go. Oh shit. Oh no. Crossing them legs.
You got to cross the legs, and like you got to like bunch it up.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I remember the first time I ever got blue balls. It was the fucking worst. I had to leave work because of it. I had such bad. Right before work, I worked at the L&M restaurant over there. And from
You worked for
10 at
Riva,
night?
was it Riva? What was the lady's name there? Riva?
Riva.
Norris. The Norrises owned L&M restaurant. God God dang, what's the hell is her name?
What the hell you talking about? No, Mary Peeler on this one, but I had a girlfriend, and I went right before I went to work. I went over there, and we kind of made out a little bit. And she rubbed on it, boy. I got back to the goddamn deal, man. My fucking balls went to swelling up. I mean, I go, and I didn't know what they was. You know, I was like, ooh, what? Oh, damn, my nuts hurt. What the fuck is that shit? And I go in there, and I said, Don, my cousin Don, he was a cook over there. I was dishwasher. I said, man, I got a bad problem. He goes, what's wrong? My nuts are hurting. Now my other ones aren't. He goes, yeah, you got the blue balls. I said, the what? The blue balls. You know what the blue balls? Apparently not. Will they get better? I mean, I was worried. It's something's freaking explode. And he goes, I'll go back there and get a little ice. So I go back there. There wasn't no ice, to get. So we got them frozen French fries in a bag. And I go back there, and I'm laying on these deals. And I got this bag of frozen French fries on my dick. Oh, my God. I can't do it. And I finally got so bad. I'm bawling. It hurts me so bad. They said, they had to take my ass home. Take me back.
All over blue balls.
Fucking blue balled son of a bitch. And then the other thing, so I get to the fucking house. I said, well, it must be my sperm is all swollen up. And my sperm, I gotta release that sperm. Yeah, so, and I go in there and jack off in the shower. Well, goddamn, every time you hit the downstroke, you hit them goddamn balls, and it felt like you're fixing to bust the egg. Wow! You cannot bust a nut trying to fucking get rid of blue ball. And then when you finally bust the blue ball, bust a nut, it don't fucking help nothing. I think it actually made it worse. And, oh, fuck. Yeah. Fuck blue ball.
Fuck.
Women will never know the pain.
They'll never know.
They talk about giving birth. Fuck that birth. Yeah, we get blue balls when we're, fucking it seems like every other week after that.
Giving birth is overrated on how bad it hurts. And I'm going to tell you why. When I had my surgery done, lady said, it's just like having a C-section. Michelle's argued with me. It's not near that. It's not that bad, I promise you. I'm just telling you, a lady that's had a C-section, had the surgery I had, and she says that's what it's compared to. So I don't hear no more about how bad childbirth is.
Yeah, well,
if childbirth was that bad, you would never hear a lady say, I want to have another child.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like getting kicked
you want to
in
get
the nuts.
Hey,
well, let's do it again. That felt so good. Let's kick me in the nuts again. Yeah, that's exactly right.
My cousin was lifting weights one day, and he was in the weight room up here in Knox City, and he was stretching before he worked out. And old fucking Jamie West. My cousin had his legs spread and like he was touching his toes or whatever.
Yeah.
Jamie West was probably a 6th or 7th grader. He fucking came up behind my cousin and like Lucy on fucking Charlie Brown.
Kicked Eric
square in the fucking nuts.
Fuck me.
I bet Eric was ready to kill him.
He said, if I could fucking run, I would take your little fucking ass and put your head in that fucking toilet. And fucking Jamie thought it was the funniest fucking thing ever, but he did. He fucking like put his hand in the air and fucking poof.
I'd have killed the motherfucker. I might not have killed him right there. I couldn't have done, but yeah, he would. He'd been drinking through a straw after a while.
It was
Zach laughing?
I don't think Zach was there. I think it was just Jamie, but fucking like he just showed up. Cousin's about to fucking work out, and he did. He fucking saw it, and he squared it up. Bam!
What'd Coach West do?
Fuck, there ain't no telling what he did.
Fuck around.
Oh, that's great. So we're going to change up and go. You're going to go to Maine, right?
Yeah.
You're going to coyote hunting up there.
Yep.
And you do it in the summertime.
Yep.
Is that a good time to coyote hunt up there?
I have no fucking idea. I ain't barely been out of goddamn Texas.
And you're driving to Maine.
Yeah.
That's a long
Well, like I say,
drive.
I got an uncle that lives in New Hampshire. He said, Clay, he lives in Nottingham, New Hampshire. You got to get up here and kill these fucking wolves, man. They're mating with these coyotes, and they're fucking like, they're wolves, man. You got to get up here and kill them and fucking run over. They're like 150-pound fucking wolves. I said, I'm coming. I'll be there. And then, like I say, I got a buddy in New York and a buddy in West Virginia, so.
You're going to cross a lot of fucking states off the list.
Yeah.
Just driving up there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the deal. I want to try to kill a coyote in every state in the lower 48. And I figure I drive to Maine, start up there, work my way back, spend about 10 days. Of course, I got to get all my fucking goddamn, just about the time I think I've got enough time to take off, like I've been branding. And then we started shipping. And hell, I think I'm going to have a little 2-week gap here in May, and I'm going to go to Nevada. Gotta go see a buddy in Nevada and visit my daughter.
Because we tried to get you on in February, I guess, and
Yeah.
the fucking freeze
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
wrecked your world.
I've been right by Nottingham a couple of times.
Really?
Yeah, we fly into Manchester
Well, if
when
you've
we
been
go to
anywhere
Boston.
up there, you've been there. Nottingham, fucking New Hampshire's about as big as
Well,
goddamn Abilene.
It is, but you go as far north though, because it goes all the way to Canada.
Yeah.
New Hampshire's a cool place.
Yeah.
Maine is not. Rye, New Hampshire is one of my favorite places. It's on the ocean. It's beautiful. So you're gonna eat a lot of lobster and stuff while you're up there.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
God, what a long
my
drive.
Uncle Charles, he's kind of a trip. He's I think I told y'all he's the one that was owned by Pablo Escobar at one time. He's an organic farmer. Yeah, he used to work for the Boston Mob.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah, he used to work for the Boston Mob, and then he, this is back, 70s, 80s, early 80s when.
Whitey Bulger dimes.
Yeah, and they were, when he worked for them, he was trying to, that's when the mob was just getting into the drug deal. So they sent him down to Colombia to work a deal down there with this Escobar. So he gets down there, and he's sitting on Pablo Escobar's couch. He tells me, he said, I'm sitting over here, and I passed this test, Clay. And he said, I don't know if it was a fucking test, but I think it was a fucking test. He said, I'm sitting on this fucking couch, right? I'm in the motherfucking Colombia. I don't know fucking soul. He said, I'm a fucking Boston, Massachusetts fucking mob guy. I ain't no fucking, So I get down there, and he said, I look over there, and stuffed in the fucking seats of this fucking couch, there's about fucking $10,000 laying there. Just fucking $10,000 stuffed in there. And I was like, I ain't taking that fucking shit. I said, this is a fucking trap.
Yeah.
He said, so when old Escobar come back in there, he said, hey, you're missing some money over here. He said, oh, okay. They picked up money. But I think it was always a test.
Right.
Well, anyway, he said him and old Escobar kind of took, took a liking to him. And they made the deal, made the trade, and they were running fucking dope off the coast of fucking New Hampshire. Nobody thinks about fucking running dope in New Hampshire. And he said, so anyway, we said fucking deal. And, and so when he gets back up to fucking Massachusetts, the guys tell him, he says, AO Escobar bought your services. And he goes, what do you mean? Basically, they bought my Uncle Child. And so he's got to work fucking running dope for Escobar. He works for them. That's their guy. So they run this fucking dope between Miami and New Hampshire, coming up from the north on the coast. So they do this deal. And the only reason that he got released, because he'd love to quit, because them motherfuckers will kill your ass.
Yeah,
you don't retire.
You don't get out.
You don't quit for neither one of them. But he got lucky as fuck, because he happened to be in Miami, down in Miami. This is before the old cell phone days, and he's up there in New Hampshire. He's got his two buddies in New Hampshire, and they're running that fucking deal. Well, they got an informant, a bad cop, DEA guy, at a convention in California. And they're all at this fucking dinner. Well, they got to tell them about, we're fixing to bust this deal up in New Hampshire. All these motherfuckers in New Hampshire. So their undercover guy at the bad cop in California calls them. Well, he can't get a hold of the guys up in Dale. And by the time he got a hold of Charles, well, then Charles, he's in Miami. Mm-hmm. Well, he can't get a hold of these two motherfuckers up there at the fucking coast. In the meantime, they wind up getting busted. And it busts the whole fucking deal down there. And luckily, Charles is out of the fucking deal down there. So he calls Escobar and says, hey, we need to keep it low. They busted the deal up there, da-da-da. And he said, oh, okay. And so, then about 4 or 5 months later is when they killed Escobar. And he got released.
Shit.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Escobar hadn't have died, if he'd have come for your uncle for some reason.
Oh,
because that's just a fucking.
You never know what could happen.
It's an endless deal.
Yeah, of course, I've only seen my uncle twice in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Jeff's just
drunk.
knocking shit over.
Goddamn drunk.
It's fucking 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
So, when first time I met my Uncle Charles, I was in 1978. He pulled up at our house in Owl Park, Texas. He's got like a little old Toyota pickup, and he's got a Red Baron, the doghouse on Snoopy where it looks like a Red Baron. He's got that made on the back, a box made just like it on the back of this Toyota pickup. And that's what he lived in. And the bed of it, he had a water bed made into it. And I thought that was the fucking coolest thing. And then when he showed back up in 1989, it was the next time I seen him, I was asking about that. Man, you ain't got your ears. No. Hell, he was running. Yeah, they had dope in that damn waterbed. That's all. That's what he was running dope. He said, "Shit, that's what we had all my weed." That's when he was a weed guy. He's not running that fucking weed back and forth to Mexico, man. Fuck no, I wasn't fucking sleeping in that motherfucker.
So he,
I just
did he get out with any money though?
Nah. Yeah, well, fuck, I don't know. Well, he's living up there. Got him a little farm up there in New Hampshire.
It's pretty up there.
Oh yeah, it's fucking this place. He's at badass. But
see, I could never do that kind of shit because I don't like looking over my shoulder forever.
You're way too nervous to do anything like that
for the rest of your life. Probably not so much now because the big guy's gone. But
when I was running coke, it wasn't that big a deal.
It wasn't that big of a deal.
I tell you right now, I don't know
it's
how people.
It's only bad on Tuesdays. I don't have a problem unless it's Tuesday.
I don't know how those people do it. I just crossed the Mexican border the other day, and I was thinking,
yeah.
The motherfucker. I started thinking, what if somebody stuck some shit in my fucking luggage?
No, he had a fucking 40 caliber magazine in his luggage.
Did. I didn't realize I had it.
Oh god!
And they'd have had my
fucking
ass.
pistol round in Mexico.
I seen the greatest. I seen the greatest trick ever on fucking TikTok the other day. You need to do it to Michelle sometime.
Are you on TikTok now?
Yeah, I mean I ain't on it, but I got it, the app on my deal. But you got to do this to Michelle one day, and I'm gonna do it to my wife as long as she don't hear that. They go on a trip. You got to go through custom, and this dude, he put his wife's vibrator and a bunch of other sex shits in her deal, and they open that son of a bitch up. Those are not mine. Those are not mine. She's looking back. You motherfucker. Those are not mine. Okay, whatever. Yeah. And then it stays open all the way through there, and everybody's looking. Those are not mine, the ladies. My wife will fucking die. Goddamn.
We're going to St. Lucia. I might have to do that.
I saw a.
You going to Port St. Lucie?
Yeah, St. Lucia.
No,
yeah.
I've been to Port St. Lucie. Don't go there.
Where's that at?
That's in Florida.
Yeah, it's in Florida. My boy Dawson played in the World Series, one of the 58,000 World Series of baseball at the New York Mets training camp. That's where their training camp is. And so all the team stays at this one fucking hotel. We pull up there, and right across the street is the Lion's Den. You know what the Lion's Den is?
A strip bar, maybe?
No, it's like the Walmart of fucking sex toys and porn shops. Right across the street, it's got this big, giant, the Lion's Den. And I didn't know what the fuck it was. And I had to ask somebody. And then, of course, you see all these sketchy motherfuckers coming in and out of somebody. And truckers to the max everywhere. And what the fuck is the Lion's Den over there? We ought to go check out that. Take the kids. No, you don't want to go to the Lion's Den. So why? It's a porn shop. They got them 25-cent fucking movies you can watch.
That's why the truckers were there.
Yes, exactly.
We knew a guy that was in one of them deals. He was actually in the room.
Yeah,
he paid the extra money.
You remember the old Theater X's downtown?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember the first time we went down there. I was underage. I was like 15. Went with a bunch of older boys, and they were going to go in there and get them a movie, a sex movie, And so I'm sitting out there waiting. Well, then next thing you know, this little fat bald guy comes out from out of there, and he comes out there and he goes bullshitting with me. He goes, "Hey, it's nice weather we got here." And I said, "Yeah, it's all right. We use a little ring, strike up conversation." I ain't got a goddamn clue. My little 15-year-old dumbass. And he goes, finally he gets around and he says, "Hey, you want to make a quick $10?"
Oh, fuck.
And of course, I was homeless. I said, "Hell yeah." I said, "Hell yeah." How's that? He goes, "Let me suck your cock." I knocked that motherfucker smooth out. I was standing over him, my cousin and them come out. What happened to him? I said, "That motherfucker gonna pay me $10 to let him suck my dick." He goes, "You didn't do it?" I said, "Fuck no."
I don't need $10 that bad.
If it had been a 65-year-old woman, you'd have taken her up on it.
Oh, my God. Damn. Yeah. That's kind of like that time. This is fucking, I may have already, like I say, you never know about these stories. I may have told this one, but it was a classic. My I can't remember if it was my brother or one of my, there was 4 of us that lived. We were all kind of half-ass homeless. We had like a 2-bedroom townhome apartment, which sounds lucrative, but it's a piece of shit apartment in Holiday. And we never had any electricity unless somebody next door, like I remember Miss Gully, she moved out next door to us one time. We broke in and run a bunch of extension cords over there so we could watch TV to our house. But we were poor, so half the time we didn't have electricity or water, and lots of candles around. So, but anyway, during one of these times where we actually had electricity, think it was Jeff Drake. I think it was Jeff. He went to these garage sales. And he comes walking in the door. He goes, boys, guess what I found? Guess what I found? I said, what is it? Well, he had a big box. He said, I found, I bought a bunch of pornos at a garage sale down. And it's the old,
DVD
projector.
DVA
the old projector.
Oh, the 8 millimeter.
And I said, oh, shit. And we got all these reels. But you don't know what none of them are. They don't have none of the names on it. You just got these big circle reels, the old.
It's
Wanda does Wichita.
It's a crapshoot that's not a fucking homemade one.
We call every motherfucker in town. I said, all right, boys, we got pornos over here. We're going to wear that. It's 5 o'clock. After y'all get out of the pool, we're going to watch. So we put these quilts and these covers on the wall upstairs, so it'd be dark. And then we got cleared the pictures off this one wall so we could watch this porno on this goddamn wall. So we get it over there. We got it on this desk and over there. And I'll bet you 15 of those motherfuckers in there, stacked in there like cordwood. Little hard dick motherfucking cat. And we're sitting over there. We go, all right, turn that motherfucker on. Turn it on. Turn it on. So they turn on. Well, the first scene, he comes out. There's this pool. There's a pool. And there's a guy out there. And he's wearing like Daisy Duke. The old. It's like a 70s porn. And he's got this. He's cleaning the pool. He's cleaning that old pool.
I see some cock on cock stuff coming.
I was like, all right, where's the women at? And so then it pans over to the diving board. Well, on the diving board, laying on the diving board, is a dude wearing some more Daisy Duke. and now you can see all the eyebrows in the room raise up like, okay, now, hey, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Well, then the next thing you know, that guy, the one guy on the deal is dreaming of the guy cleaning the deal, and he's rimming this motherfucker out from the back. Oh, we scream. I mean, everybody in there, 18 of us scream at the same, turn the motherfucker out, turn the motherfucker out, turn it off. I mean, we tore that son of a bitch up, throwed it down. I said, all right, everybody put their hand in here. We got to make a pact. This cannot leave this fucking room. That 18 of us were over
and
here
he's telling it on the podcast.
in a holiday watching fucking gay porn. And then Jeff said, well, let's try another one. Fuck no, I can't tell you. I'm having trouble getting that vision out of my goddamn head. I can't take this.
So it was all gay porn in there probably?
Yeah, it was all, I'm sure it was, but that's why I bought it for 50 cents, projector and all. Yeah.
So you only named one accomplice in the show. So
well,
that's okay.
and I should have known where it come from because there was a guy, I won't say his last name, but luckily he's dead right now. His name was Queer Frank Prayers. And
who?
Queer Frank, and I won't say his last name. He may have family. Queer Frank. He lived down there, and that's where Jeff had bought that deal. So there's a bunch of gay porn from a gay guy.
Do you remember the old, the black guy that cross-dressed like a woman that used to be on Scott Street?
Yes. God damn, I hadn't thought about that one in a long time.
Well, you said that his name was Frank too, I think.
Well, they went.
You knew the cross-dresser, local
cross-dresser?
cross-dresser?
This was a different Frank.
Yeah, everybody knew who it was. We were down there one time. I went to school with a girl that had a Mercedes convertible.
Yeah.
And so we went down. There's like 4 of us in this little fucking 2-seat car, and we go down there, and this motherfucker is wearing this dress, and I told him, I said, that's a dude. No, it's not. I said, I'm telling you, that's a dude. No, I said, I'm promising you that guy's name's Frank. He's a cross-dresser. This son of a bitch stood in front of the car and bent over, and that son of a bitch picked his skirt up, and that motherfucker's dick went down to his knees. That girl goes, oh, my God. I was like, I told you. But that Frank was his name. It was by there was an old windshield place down there that you could windshield. And I worked somewhere, we had to get a windshield. That's how I knew about it. But gay Frank. I'll tell you a funny story, though. We were in Jamaica one time, a bunch of us. And we were going to Ocho Rios to the river falls there, and we were staying at Montego Bay at all inclusive. When I was in college, I guess I was probably 22 maybe. And we go down there, and there's probably 30 of us, and we're on a tour bus, just our own little deal. And this driver, they get paid to stop at certain places, and we were all going to eat somewhere, and we wanted to just get a hamburger. We'll stop at McDonald's. He takes us to this fancy restaurant called the River Falls or some shit. They've got crystal and fucking linens and shit. Fucking, we ain't got no money, we're on there's nobody in that bus has got money. We're all fucking poor college kids anyways. So we stop and we go in that restaurant, and it's got this river that runs through it. I mean, it's nice. And I'm walking through there, and all of a sudden I hear the girls go, oh my God. I'm like, what's going on? I look down there, and there's this fucking Jamaican guy down there, and he's buck fucking naked. He looks like Eddie Grant off of Electric Avenue or whatever. Got the fucking dreadlocks and shit. And that motherfucker is taking a bath in that river, and that fucker's dick, I'm telling you, is 16 inches long. That son of a bitch picks the motherfucker up, and he's soaping it off, just just kind of rubbing it and soaping that motherfucker off. And a couple of girls that were with us were pretty sheltered. That's the word I'm looking for. And one of them's like, "Oh my God!" I go, "Trust me." I said, "I don't think in real life you're ever gonna have to deal with one like that."
Well, we had. I used to work with a guy named Oscar Neveretti, a Mexican boy, and Oscar, he probably didn't stand 5'4", little bitty son of a bitch. One day we were working on the rig. And I come out there, stood off the back, and we were rigging up, getting ready to drill. And I stood off the back rig floor, and I broke my dick out. And I said, "Oh, damn, this son of a bitch hurting my back. I'm pretty sure the fucking hole in this son of a bitch weighs 3 pounds." And, Oscar, he come up there next to me. He flops his fucking dick out, and mine went, I ain't shitting you. That motherfucker was bigger round than a goddamn Coke can and a goddamn about 12 inches. I mean, it hit the fucking, it hit that rig floor and went, boom, just like that. And I went, holy shit. And so I was like, damn, that's all right. That's all right. How big's yours? I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pull these collars. But
I'm a grower, not a shower.
His old lady, he lived in a trailer house right there behind the shop at Dean Drilling. And, we were working on shop day one day, and it was lunchtime. Everybody goes to eat lunch. Well, Oscar, he can go in his house right there, right? So we're all out there smoking cigarette, and I'll never forget old Shane Wright. He was about 14 years old right then. That was our tool pusher's son. He said, all right, let's get back to work. We go, and we tell old Shane, I said, Shane, go over there and wake old Oscar up, tell him to get his ass out here. Well, Shane, you can see him walk across over there. He gets to the door, and he stops. He never beats on the door. And he stops, and I said, what the fuck is Shane doing? Well, then he starts backing up, and he backs up, and he walks out, and he then gets about halfway, and he kind of gets that fast walk over there, and he's got this real concerned look on his face. He goes, man, y'all need to get over there. And I said, why? I said, he's beating the hell out of his wife. I said, what? He said, he's beating her up. He said, I can hear her screaming. I said, he's fucking that something. So every one of us, we run over there, and that's looking in the fucking window. Sure enough, he's pouring the fucking coals, that son of a. And so he comes out there, and she was quite the whore. And
his wife?
Yeah, his wife, yeah. So one day, we're going to the rig. Matter of fact, we're coming out here to Knox City, and we're heading to Knox City. We stop in and get us a burrito 5 o'clock in the morning, head that way. Well, his old lady pulls up. She's with some friends, and they're there, and I'm pumping gas, and they're getting gas. I'm sitting there pumping that gas. She looks over and she starts rubbing her old pussy and said, hey, let's go fuck. I said, shit. I said, after Oscar had you, I wouldn't do you no good. And she goes, oh, I only let him give me half of it. And I said, half of it would be twice as much you're going to get from me. I guarantee you that. I said, hey, shit. Yeah, because I would have, I'd have had to tie the 2x4 on the backside. Hello. That's amazing. He wound up. That was fucking bad. He wound up molesting his goddamn daughter. They run his ass back to
Mexico.
Yeah.
Biological daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Some
like
fucked
not
up
a step,
people in this
not a
world.
stepdaughter or
If
anything
I could
like
ever
that.
find him, I would have no qualm about killing him. Be kind of like that old boy over at Haskell. I remember this old farmer. I was over there one day, and this Mexican guy, I was 16, I was working on a drilling rig, and this Mexican over there guy was giving me shit. He's 35 years old and bigger than me, and he's giving me shit. And that old farmer, he could tell I was pouting. And he said, what's wrong with you? I said, that old boy over there keep fucking with me. And he said, well, hell, kill that son of a bitch. I said, what? He goes, you know what that motherfucker is? And I said, what? He goes, he's an undocumented worker. They don't even know that mother. I got 11 of them motherfuckers buried all over this son of a bitch. I got a backhoe over here.
God almighty.
I'm not that mad at him.
He's fucking with me.
And this motherfucker, I think, was serious with his fucking heart at. Yeah, I was like, well, no, I'm not that bad. Matter of fact, it was funny. I quit that job. Me and my driller got in a fight that day. No, it was actually the next day. And I wound up knocking my driller out. And of course, I was a dumbass kid. He cornered me up, and I hit him, lucky in one punch, and I left. And I grabbed my clothes, my change of clothes, and I headed across the pasture. I don't even know where the fuck I'm at. So I head across that goddamn road, and I finally make it over there to a paved road, change my clothes, and I leave my work clothes hanging on the fence and then work boots hanging on the fence. And I take off walking. I ain't got a fucking clue where the hell I'm going. And I'm walking, and I'm walking, and walking. All of a sudden, this farmer pulls up, and he goes, "Hey, boy," because, middle of fucking BFE. And he goes, "Where you going?" "Iowa Park." "Well, you're going the wrong way." And I says, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, you're headed to Goring." He said, he said, "Your best bet is walk back to that Haskell Highway and head back, walk up to Throckmorton." I said, "Oh, yeah? Can you give me a ride?" "Nope."
Nope.
He drove on. What a motherfucker, leave a goddamn 15-year-old kid out here in the middle of it. So I walked my fat ass all the way to fucking, you know where the Goree Highway is?
I know where Goree is.
Yeah, we turn back. Well, I wind up.
Fuck, Goree's closer to the fucking than it is going to Haskell, to Iowa Park.
I had no idea.
No, I'm
at the
just
time.
thinking.
Well, of course, I was close to the, we had come in. We was right off the Haskell Highway.
Okay.
And then we come up there. So anyway, so I walked back up there and walked all the way. I think it was like 28 miles. I walked back up to fucking Throckmorton. Go into Throckmorton. I get 2 miles outside Throckmorton, and goddamn, the Griswolds picked me up, a fucking station wagon, just like the Griswold. Got 2 kids, about 48 fucking dogs, and they give me a ride to Albany, and then I hitchhiked the rest of the way all the way back to Iowa Park.
You don't see people hitchhiking like we did when we were kids.
Yeah, well, you got what? I told you about me picking up the railroad killer.
That's
yeah,
okay.
I had
It's
$1
a
million.
good story.
Yeah. I've picked up some sketchy son of bitches. That railroad killer, I picked him up at the Dairy Queen at fucking Holiday and took him to 7 miles to Dundee to where I live. And fucking.
Did he didn't kill anybody like after you dropped him off, did he?
Yeah, killed 2 people at Plainview. Yeah, right after.
He probably was going to kill you until you called him out.
Oh yeah.
Because he was. You saw.
Yeah,
Well, go ahead
he
and
had a
finish the
bag.
story.
Yeah,
pick him up.
Anyway, I picked him up, and at deal, and I could tell, he's good, but I'm always picking up guys, on that highway. So I take that I mean, seriously, a lot of people, because I've hitchhiked before, and so I wind up picking this guy up, and I take him up there to the Sanders store, and we're bullshitting. And I could tell he's a pretty articulate guy. He wasn't no dummy. And he had a bag and a floorboard. And he reached down, after we're talking a while, he reached in there. And I was like, "Easy, motherfucker." And he goes, "No, I'll show you my art." Mexican boy. And I go, Angel Resendez, or
I think that's right.
Yeah, I think that's. But anyway, I wind up. He was quite an artist. He was drawing. He had these drawings in his deal, which I draw too, and we did. Had a conversation. We left. And fucking like 3 days later, hear that motherfucker.
That him
I
there?
look on. That's him. 3 days later, old fucking Kelly Jean, that son of a bitch.
He's fucking creepy.
He does.
Dude.
He's got that fucking creepy look.
Yeah, he's got a scar on right down over here. You can't hardly see. But anyway, I'm sitting there watching the CBS News, and attention, the railroad killer was caught at El Paso just as he was going to cross the river. And I was like, I'll be goddamn. I told Kelly when it come on. And he was the FBI's most wanted guy. It was $1 million reward at that time.
So what was his deal? Like was he just?
He had come from
But it's not like contracts or anything. He was just.
No, he's just a killer.
He'd ride the railroads.
Right.
And that's how he moved. Like that's when Holiday had a railroad come through there. He'd ride them train, and he had got off. I guess got gonna get something to eat there at Holiday and waiting for the next train.
I went to school, or not school. A buddy of mine was married to a girl from Holiday, whose grandma was killed in Holiday. Trainham.
Oh yeah, John Trainham.
Yeah, his grandma.
Yep.
That little yellow house right there.
Yeah.
She was murdered.
Look at this. He didn't even fucking do it. Killed 15 people with rocks, pickaxe, and blunt objects. Mainly,
He was gonna need more than that to kill your ass, Clay.
Oh, I done fucking beat him like a red stepchild. If I'd have known all that, then I'd have been a millionaire motherfucker. But he'd have been up and beat up, son of a bitch.
How big was he? A big guy?
Yeah. No,
not
not
a
very
big
big
guy.
at all. And he gave me an old cock and bull story. He said he was a professor at Texas Tech. He was a professor at Texas
And
Tech.
he was hitchhiking.
Yeah, and went to
Hitchhiking.
see his sister, and his car broke down. This is all bullshit.
How long was he in your car for? Total.
I don't know, 7-minute drive, and then we bullshit probably 30 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sitting up there in front
So
of
it
the
wasn't a
Sanders.
long. It wasn't a long drive.
No,
or anything.
no,
You got them where you needed to go and dropped them off.
Well, that's a lot of the reason why I like picking them hitchhikers up is getting them away from my country, my kids
that's
or my
true
wife.
too.
That's a good
You know,
idea.
yeah, so I guess. Yeah, hell, I took one guy. Of course, he was kind of a cool dude. I was going to take him to Seymour, and because it was fixing to be cold as fuck, and I knew he was a cold friend. And I was telling him, hey, and he was going to Padre Island for spring break. He was a young guy, and I mean, he looked like a guy going to Padre Island for. And I said, well, hell, we got the bullshit. I drove him all the way to fucking Abilene, and I said because there was a place he could go stay, and I mean we had a hell of a cold front.
I can tell you about something in your neighborhood one night. Me and Harry were coming back from the casino one night. It was probably 2 a.m, and about where your stuff is, by Bob Henry's stuff, right where y'all stuff is, right there. We're driving down the road and look up, and me and Harry at the same time. I go, "Is that a dude in the fucking laying on the on the side on the white line? There's a guy laying." And I think, "Fuck, somebody's killed that motherfucker. He's dead." So I get to the next turnaround. It rained or something. I had to go to. I couldn't cross over the ditch. I had to go. I come back. We pull up to him. I thought, "There's no way that's what that is. That's just some trash or something." This black dude. He's got fucking feet about 27 feet. And that's all you see is these 2 fucking feet. Well, fuck, I'm calling 911. Let him. Hey, there's this dude fucking down here on the white. I mean, he was at the white line. That's where he used to sleep, on the shoulder of the road. And Harry just gets out of the fucking car like a cop. He walks up to him. Hey. The guy stands up. Goddamn, I about shit on myself when that son bitch stood up. And I got my fucking gun. I'm trying to get it out of the console. So the dude was he was going to Kroll. Or no, he wasn't. He was going to Vernon. And Harry's like, "You're going the wrong fucking way. You should in Wichita. You should have went north."
God damn.
But he was just asleep. I mean, who the fuck just sleeps on the shoulder of the road like that?
How long ago was this?
3 years ago, maybe.
Oh well, hell, it's probably been 10 years ago. I got a bunkhouse right there, a mile and a half south of Mankins.
Right.
Hell, I come in there one day, this black boy, he sleep on the couch. I said, "Hey, man." Hey, he just kind of throws one eyebrow up. Yeah. I said, "What are you doing?" "I fucking got tired, man. I need a nap."
tired.
I said, "Oh, yeah? Well, you don't need to be sleeping here, cowboy." "Man, I'm tired." They told me some bullshit story, and I said, "Well, yeah, it's time to go. You got your nap done." And he left, and there was no problem after that. But hell, it's like that one lady. You never know what you come up with. Hell, right there at what we call the Kickapoo Cutoff is where Highway 25 and 368 come together, and you go to Lake Kickapoo. I come by there, feed cattle one morning. I go by there, and I can see this lady parked right there at that intersection right there to the right. I can tell she's in a nightgown, and it's cold as fuck.
Is she good looking? That's what everybody's wanting to know.
No, she's about 80.
Okay.
And she's sitting there, and that don't mean I wouldn't do her. But because, like I say,
$10 is $10.
8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. Anything in between there, I'm good with. And so anyway, but she was sitting there. I didn't think none of it. She may be waiting on a kid or something. So I went on down there, and I fed them cows. I come back, and about an hour later, she's still sitting there. And I noticed the car's not running because it's like 20 degrees, and there's nothing coming out. So I finally pulled over there, and I said, "Hey, ma'am, you all right?" And boy, so she started talking. I could tell she's disoriented. "Well, I run out of gas." And I said, "Oh, no, God damn." And I go over there. She is in like just a pink nightgown. And I go talking. I said, "Where are you headed?" And she goes, I'm from Stanford." And I said, "Oh, yeah?" I said, "Where are you coming from?" Because where she at? There ain't. She goes, Fredericksburg. Fredericksburg? You are lost, lady. Well, then I kind of put it, because Fredericksburg.
Silver alert.
Yeah, you don't come to Archer City to go to
Right.
Stanford.
No.
And, yeah, so I said, "Well, hang on right here." So I called buddy of mine, and I loaded her up her Mydel because she's freezing fucking death. There ain't no telling how long she's been there. It's 20 degrees. She won't run her car because she's afraid. Well, long story short, that was when actually Mitch and them were at Stanford. And I called, she knew her name, and called her name. And hell, she used to be a school teacher down there. Of course, she suffers dementia. And her son, who they had taken the keys away from her. She lived at home, but they was kind of taking. They had a nurse that comes by. Well, her son, give her the keys to her car and everything. And she'd been gone for like 3 days. And that she had went to Frederick, Oklahoma, That's how I kind of pieced it together because she said something about there's a bunch of cows. I said, did you go by Vernon? And going over there, and she passed that. That's when they had the feed yard up there. I said, and turned out she had went to Frederick. Somebody found her there. They kept her at a church that night and then sent her on her way.
You should have called the authorities.
Yeah, they did call the police, and the police set her on her way.
That's crazy.
But yeah, she'd allowed sit there and freeze to death. But I picked that one hitchhiker up, the one with the hole in the neck. That was the greatest.
Hole in the neck?
Oh.
Yeah, we get up there. My daughter, when she was like 12, she went to West Texas A&M basketball camp because she was quite the basketball player. So we take her up there, and she stays, and I had to go pick her up. So me and Jake, my boy, who's like 13, we pick her up, and we get right there, we get gas, and we're fixed to go over there to the Big Texan and eat. Well, I see this hitchhiker over there, and he's got a guitar on his back and a fishing pole on his back. And I said, well, that somebody can't be too goddamn bad if he's got a guitar and a fishing pole. I said, if he's still out there when we come back, we'll give him a ride. No, Daddy, no, Daddy. We can't pick up hitchhikers. Haley's telling me. Sure enough, we go in there. Nobody's picked him up. So I said, I pull over and I pick him up. Well, he gets in the back seat. Haley's in the front. Jake's on the left. And this son of a bitch has got a goddamn giant hole in his throat. But he don't have one of them, but he can talk like, what a, what I'm talking about. My name is Boyd. He don't have one of them, but he's got this big fucking hole in there. I didn't have the heart to ask him, hey, where'd the hole go? And and Haley, it freaked her the fuck out. But he had coming from California, headed to New Jersey, and was a musician. And
how the fuck did he sing?
Huh?
Did he talk normal?
No, he just played. He just played guitar. But yeah, he talked normal. Hell, he could have sung he never did sing, but he just play the fuck out of that goddamn guitar. I drove him all the way to Wichita Falls. Yeah, he caught a good ride on that one. And the whole fucking time, my daughter never looked left, never looked right. She's looking straight ahead. And when he got out up there, I dropped him off right there at City View. Because we took a ride and went down. What in the hell are you doing, Daddy? You don't pick and choose. He could have committed man murder. Man murder.
He's got a guitar and a fucking fishing pole.
He's a fucking fishing pole. Yeah.
Calm down. Yeah. What do you do with a fucking hitchhiker? Do you make small talk?
Yeah, you just visit with him.
I can talk with fucking anybody.
Yeah, you just got to visit with
a lot of times I like picking them up because, you need somebody to bullshit with. Fucking hell, you pick them up. Now, there is them occasional motherfuckers that hadn't bathed in several days.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't stand stinking.
Woo. Yeah, and I can't smell shit. My goddamn nose has been broke so many goddamn times. I can't smell stuff. But there's been a couple of, you take them. Oh, I'm turning right here on this County Road 268. I don't know where it goes, but I'm turning.
This is it.
Go.
You got to get out of here.
I saw a guy the other day running down here by the lodge. Thought, let's see what's going on. Drove down there, rolled down the window. I said, you all right? Yeah. What are you doing? Jogging? Oh. I said, where are you from? Oh, I work right there at Kinder Morgan. My buddy Fred works over there.
Yeah.
I go, do you work with Fred Ledesma? He goes, yeah. I said, that sorry bastard. I can't believe y'all still got him working here. He goes, what do you mean? I said, fuck, he's a pedophile. I said, shit, everybody around here knows it. Oh, I said, well, all right, good luck. I just turned around and drove off, left. Never said another fucking word to him. I'll tell you another story. I'm not going to say this guy's name because Keith hinted it's not fair to say that about him. But anyways, I pulled into McDonald's at Burke one night. It was probably 1 o'clock in the morning, and I had my radio, and our frequency for Knox City's sheriff's office is the same frequency as Wichita Falls' ambulance is. So it'll make noise if the ambulance is called out. So I'm going through the line, and it's me and Chuck, Coach Steele. We pull up there, and and that lady goes, "Are y'all police officers?" I go, "Man, we're not really supposed to say that." I said, "We work for the FBI." Oh, I said, "Could you sure help? You could sure help us probably on this case." Well, whatever. I said, "Have you lived here a long time?" Yes. I said, "Do you know Keith?" I know the name and know who he is. I said, have you seen him with a German Shepherd? No. I said, I bet he's done it to that dog too. What? I said, well, there's some tapes going around of him sexually assaulting this dog. And I said, we're trying to bust that case wide open, and we sure could use some help. Well, I don't know that. I have not seen. He is definitely a weird guy. So I didn't know. We got our food. I said, well, thank you, man. We drove off. Never said another word at all about it.
Shit ain't right.
Told Keith, he goes, sorry, bastard. They always look at me funny when I go there now.
That's that guy with that German Shepherd over there. Put my dick on his French fries.
Don't get it.
Dang.
I bet he buys peanut butter by the case.
Now you fucking I'm gonna have that picture in my head. I gotta come up. Let's go back to Pamela Lee. Pamela Lee.
But there's nothing better to say about somebody just drive off because they're like, are they
Especially in
serious?
like a small
Oh,
town
yeah, you know.
where they know everybody.
Yeah.
So when you started working out to get in marathon shape, how far? What? The first time you started running, what did you do? Like a mile?
Well, when I first started there, I got on there. I can't remember the guy's name, but there was a guy that had a kind of a chat room. He was an Olympic runner, and he gave me great advice through the whole deal because he said, do not jump out there because first day that's where everybody makes a mistake. Hell, I can run 3 miles. That feel good because you're not sore. He said that, and then the next day you're fucking sore and you never run again in your life. He said, so start out small. Said walk 100 yards, jog 100 yards, but don't go over half mile, and then come back. And then when you get comfortable, work your way up. And of course, he always told me never run more than 10 miles until game day, till the marathon. Well, I didn't do that. Once I got to where I could run, I remember I went from straight off the couch, weighing 250 pounds, straight off the couch to running 10 miles in 2 weeks.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I started out and a half mile, then a mile, then every other day I'd run 3 miles. I'd run a day, skip a day, run a day, skip a day, run a day, skip a day. Well, then on second week on Sunday, I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I went out there, and I left the courthouse in my pickup, and I went out 2.5 miles, and I put a Gatorade. Then I went to mile 5, and I put a Gatorade. And I was going to go out there, run that away, and then run back. And that's what I did at 4 o'clock in the morning. So, of course, I posted on Facebook, I'm going to put this out. And I'd run and when I'm running, I would run by, pick up my Gatorade, drink it, throw it down, go down to 5 miles. Well, I got about mile 4, and I'm just kind of trucking along. It's pitch black dark, when I'm coming there. Well, these headlights come back behind me, and I could tell they're coming up behind me, but the car never does pass me. And, with being a broke neck, I can't just turn and look over my shoulder, And so finally, I had to turn around. Hell, it's fucking ambulance. Goddamn ambulance is following me, slow rolling. And I mean like slow rolling because I was a marathon runner, but I wasn't setting no world records at all. So I'm fucking shuffling down the road in my little deal, and it's fucking ambulance is following me. And it's a kid named Justin Baker that I used to coach in football. We called him Justin Baker, the touchdown maker. At that time, he weighed about 400 pounds. He never did get no touchdown. But we called, and we tried, but he get tripped over the grass. But old Justin Baker, the touchdown maker, now he's a paramedic. He was then at Archer. And, he's slow rolling. He's got his old elbow up on the window. And I said, Baker, what are you doing? Well, I seen on Facebook where you were going to do this 10-mile run. I figured I might as well be on the scene when you have a heart attack. I said, fuck you. Get your goddamn ass out of here. And he winds up leaving. I wind up, but, that fast, I went 10 miles. And then, hell, I remember one time I took off, run to Wichita.
How far is that?
It was like 19 miles.
Whew.
Did your shins hurt bad ever?
Yeah, that's what really got concerning. A month before I was run, December 5th when I run. A month before I did, I got shin splint in my right leg, bad as a mother.
Those fuckers hurt bad.
Oh my God! And I learned a little bit, and I was jeopardy, and I was like, because it was like 3 weeks before I.
What are shin splints? I wonder exactly.
Just stress
It's
fractures.
just stress. You're.
They fucking hurt though.
Oh yeah.
I used to run
You
and-
get these, them noodles.
Yeah.
Put them
Those are the
up.
best thing to roll your legs on and stuff like that. Yeah, and ice. All it does is just fatigue of your muscles.
I can remember first year of track, I got them fucking in both legs because I did hurdles that first year of track, and God Almighty,
Yeah,
and I didn't know what they were. Kind of like you with the blue balls. Like I'm
Yeah.
just like fucking my
I
shins.
broke my leg. I broke my
shins,
goddamn leg.
I can't fucking walk.
I thought it was caused because my shoes and
Right.
and you know, because that is one thing I did learn because
Good shoes make
the
a big difference.
first run I ever did, my daughter Haley, which she's a special ed teacher, you know, she was MSU special ed teacher of the year. Well, she said, "Daddy, we're putting on a autistic run down at Lucy Park. You want to run it?" I said, "Yeah, I'll run it. You let me know when it is, and I'll be there." He said, "Well," so I was like, "Well," and I figured she'd give me a little heads up beforehand, and I would kind of train a
the
little.
night before.
Yeah, that's exactly what she did. She called me the night before and said, "Daddy, that runs in the morning." I said, "What? Are you fucking shitting me?" I said, "Goddamn, I can't even walk to the fucking refrigerator." So I fucking, but I done told her I'd do it. So it's, you know, it's just fucking 3.1 miles. It's 5K.
Right.
I was like, "Goddamn, it's fucking 3.1 miles. I could do that."
Anybody can do that.
Yeah, I thought I could do that.
That's fine.
So I go fucking down there and I learned right quick you don't ever run a 5K in a $5 tennis shoes.
No.
I mean, I got my $5 fucking Skechers on, you know, and I've got my little queer ass fanny pack, you know. I look like a fag coming up there. So I get up there. Well, it doesn't help me. I get up there and my buddy Kirk Stiles, his boy he's a track coach over at MSU, and his boys are running marathon motherfuckers. You know, they're running some bitch. Well, Kurt is the MC guy for this deal. He's up there at the sign up, and I come up there to sign up, and he looks up and sees me. He goes, "I weigh 263 pounds at this point," and he goes, "Surely you're not running." I said, "Yeah, I'm fucking running. Give me my goddamn T-shirt, man." He goes, "We don't have no XXX fucking T-shirts at this deal." "Well, you need to find one. I done paid my goddamn entry." And he gives me my number, and I'll be goddamn if it ain't 263.
263.
He goes, "That's probably what you weigh." And I said, "That's exactly what I fucking weigh." And I went, "Holy fucking shit." And he goes, "Well, I hope you don't die." And I said, "Fuck you, man." He goes, "You need to get over there and stretch." I said, "Fuck. You don't see the goddamn mighty lion go out and stretch before he catches the gazelle. He just fucking does it, motherfucker." You know, I was cocky. Yeah. Well, so I get over there, and then he does me another dirty one. Gets over to the line. He grabs the microphone. "Ladies and gentlemen, I need your attention." Right? You know, there's 200 people at this deal. He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, I need your attention. If anybody sees Clay Reid collapse on the path, kick him to the side and seek medical attention immediately." I'm like, "Fuck you, motherfucker." So anyway, we leave and we take off this deal. And I told Haley, I said, "Now, Haley, you taught me in this motherfucker. You got to stay with me now in case I die. You got to stay with me." "Yeah, Daddy." "Well, fuck no. She's as competitive as her daddy and long-legged running motherfucker. She left me behind. And I still got a video, you know. "Haley, don't leave me. Don't leave me, motherfucker." And she left me. So here I am I am dying. I'm into mile 1, and I'm in a coma. And I'm like, "Oh," and my feet go numb. It's like I was carrying bricks on my feet. I can't feel my feet. And I'm kicking them, and I'm kicking them, and I'm just trying to walk, and I can't even do the walk. And motherfucker. And then she goes all the way down, and then has the audacity to blow by me. Never even say fucking hi. And I'm going, "Hey, go get him, motherfucker. Go get goddamn stretcher." So anyway, mile and a half, you're at Scott Street. We're running along the river.
Okay.
Yeah, it's from Lucy Park to Scott Street. I get to fucking Scott Street up there on that bridge, and I am looking for a phone. Somebody let me borrow a phone. I got to call a cab. Somebody's got to come
Call
get
me
me.
a cab.
I have got to get me somebody out of there. "No, you can do it." I had got in with these other people that were suffering too, and it turned out it was the old soccer coach from MSU. Where's
Kenny
Zima?
Catney?
No. It's the other one. Maybe it's Ryder. Carl Warsima. Or
I know who you're talking about.
yeah, well, it's him and his old lady, which they're our age, and he's suffering too. They're both dying too. Well, and the bad thing is, you know, I may be suffering and I may be dying and I may not be able to get this done, but my competitive juices in my mind still says Clay's 16, and we ain't quitting this motherfucker, and we goddamn sure ain't gonna be last, but we're close because there's 2 old people behind us that are coming on us fast.
So we're in the back of the pack, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, we're way back in the back. We're surviving, and so I would run and die. Of course, I look like a paraplegic trying to run to get ahead of these old people, and then these old people would catch up, and then I'd run a little bit, get a little, it's give deal. Well, then finally I got Emma Carl on them, and they're suffering. Just come on, we can do this, we can do it. We're feeding off each other, and then they'd about ready to quit. No, motherfucker, y'all done talked me into this. And boy, when we come around that goddamn home stretch, I mean, I could not feel my legs from my feet to my goddamn deal. And all of a sudden I hear old Kurt, oh my God, he made it. And I said, yeah, I made it. Somebody give me some drugs. I need drugs, lots of drugs. And I collapsed over there. But that's the first thing I did figure out. I did a little research and Asics.
That's supposed to be the best running shoes.
Exactly. And they're made, they got a wider. I got a big wide foot. Of course, when you're a fat ass carrying a fat ass,
it widens out.
Your feet widen out pretty
own.
fast. But yeah, that's shoes, and goddamn, it's like running in blowjobs that when you get them Asics on there compared to them $5 tennis shoes. Oh, this is all right. But
I got some new shoes coming because I'm going to start. That's the only thing I can figure out on how to get.
What'd you order?
No Bull, like Zach wears. He runs a lot.
Payne runs 4 miles every day. He's in the Army.
right, yeah.
And he's got those Nike Air Maxes that are like $200 a shoe.
I would.
And I'm the
and
same way.
I was buying
that's
new
a fucking devil word right
I
there.
was
right.
buying new shoes, and I'm like, well, fuck, I can't buy Nike.
Yeah.
And fucking Under Armour said some shit, and Reebok said some shit. I'm like, what
I've
the
got some
and
Nike.
Noble might have said the
Asics,
same shit.
goddamn
I
it,
don't know.
Asics.
That's right. I've got some Nike Air Maxes that I bought before all this shit happened. I won't buy Nike. My grandkids buy stuff. We don't buy nothing Nike.
Nothing.
And I'm not, and I can't drink Coke anymore anyways, but I won't buy Coca-Cola products.
Not on
I don't even
there.
buy Dasani water usually.
Hell no.
I'm not supporting none of them
telling you,
fuckers.
I ain't either. I'm some fucking
But them
sick.
shoes make a big difference.
Oh.
I ran a lot when I was younger, and I used to get shin splits if I ran more than 4 miles in a day. And I used to run every night, and I like to run.
But
But-
is Payne running on his own, though, or is this part of the Army?
Well, I don't think he really has any on your
Yeah.
own at all.
Huh?
I mean, he's got to get up and run every day anyway,
Yeah, they
so I don't
fucking
think it's
make
like he's going to go run.
But this isn't like because I thought he was like bulking up and all this other bullshit on his own.
He has been working out on his own, but
but
he
the 4
runs
miles is part of
Yeah,
They-
I'm
the
sure
shit
that's
he
probably
has
a
to
PT
repertoire.
every day or every
4
other day.
miles.
Dawson, he loved that shit. I hope he gets on. He's getting close to being on the fire.
Where's he trying to get on the fire department at?
Wichita.
And
He
are they
tried back
hiring?
in August. He tried in August, and he had the second highest written test. He had the second fastest physical.
But he's white.
And no, he fucking blew the damn ergometrics, which is and when they come in there.
What is
they-
ergometrics?
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
What is it, Andy?
It's a
Ergonometry.
situational deal, and there's different. I think it's
So
kind
some
of
people
like
with
a
common
like a
sense are
simulation.
fucked.
Well, here's one of the tests that they told us. It said, "All right, you oh shit, I done forgot that fucking one deal, but it's all common shit.
Things that you would run
you're
into.
working on you're working on your gear. You're checking your gear at the fire station. Do you and your battalion chief comes in there and says, "Hey, come go with me." Do you go with your commander or your boss, or do you stay and check your gear, or do you do this? And there's really no wrong or right answer to any of them. Of course, Dawson said, "I go do what my boss tells me." Well,
Right.
that apparently was the wrong answer. It's kind of like a little trick questions, and of course he mastered every part of it except for the situational deal, to where where they give you situations kind of like that, and he missed it by I think he had a 68.9.
So 2 questions away from getting on it.
Yeah.
I'd like to know.
Of course,
My dad and all
last
the-
time he tried it again, he passed it, and now he got an 88.
I would love to see what would happen if my dad and all them old timers he was fireman with took the same shit today.
Oh,
there ain't no way they'd ever
fuck.
become firemen.
Fuck.
No, and just all the social shit that you
Oh
got to
my
do.
God, it's so
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, like that. Of course, the Dawson said that goddamn physical test is brutal.
Really?
Yeah, and he's he's an athlete. You know, that motherfucker's stout. Yeah, you got to put these 20-pound weights on your ankles or something like that, and then you got to run this deal. And they had that first time he was there. I think they had 163 applicants. After the written test, they got down to 88. After the physical, they had 33. After the ergometrics or ergonomics or whatever it was, it knocked like 8 out of their top 15 guys out of it. Yeah, fire guys are not real proud of it, but anyway, he wound up passing it this time. Now all he's got to do, I think, well, one, you got to be accepted. You got to get you, but
that used to be a hell of a fraternity to be in if you were a Wichita Falls fireman. Because they stick with each other, and there was a lot of.
It's like a cult. Them motherfuckers, they stick with each other. I mean, they live and die. Which you got to be on something like that.
I grew up around all the old firemen because everything my dad did was related around the firemen. I mean, hell, they all worked they all had part-time jobs in construction. They hunted, and I mean, when me and Tony weren't hunting with Dad, it was other firemen that hunted with him all the time. They'd go the coast fishing, but they saw. I mean, everything they did was their social
it's like
structure.
A brotherhood.
It is a very. And when Dad died, there was a ton of old firemen that were coming up that I hadn't seen in years.
Yeah, that's what's good. Hell, everybody I know is a goddamn fireman over there. A lot of them day work, cowboy, played softball with some of them guys, went to school.
Jody Ashlock's a fireman over there.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, he's like a bigwig.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that blew my mind. Yeah, and like I say, there's a bunch. Hell, I know just damn near every one of them. Well, of course, now they got a bunch of young guys.
Well, JJ is. I don't even know. Did JJ retire?
Yeah, JJ retired. Corky, Scarborough.
Seeing all them guys were like.
I don't know.
JJ was a rookie when Dad had been in for.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing, but that is a very, very, very big group of guys.
Yeah.
And they stick together for a long time and.
Well, Dawson, he'll wind up. Yeah, that one guy, I seen this one fireman out there crappie fishing the other day, and I met him last year crappie fishing. He's a fireman, and he's telling me, he goes, I said, we need some guys that are scarred up, that can take an ass shooting. And I started giggling. And he said, what? What's funny? I said, there ain't a motherfucking 10 some bitches up there at that fire station going to give him an ass chewing like his dad has his whole life. I said, you talking about scarred up. He's almost blinded because his eyes are scarred over from the ass chewing I'm giving him.
The kids are young people today are different than that because you don't see very many kids like that. But back then, when Dad was a fireman, that was the guys type of deal.
Yeah.
I mean, just a whole different world compared to.
Nobody can take an ass chewing now.
No.
And even, I know some guys are 40 years old. They can't. I got my ass chewed out, and this is what Hired Lyles, old cowboy from over at Holiday, who was a mean, hard ass son of a bitch and one of the greatest cowboys around. He told me one time, after chewing my ass off, he goes, now listen, if I'd have fucking, when you made that mistake, if I'd have went over there and I'd have patted you on the shoulder and said, oh, that's okay. Try better next time. You wouldn't have remembered that. Now, when I put the fucking fear of God in your goddamn ass, you'll never make that same mistake again ever in your life, and it may save your life in the long run. And that's I used to give out. I've mellowed in my old age. A lot of guys they can't take it. Come help Clay Reid because I fucking get in your goddamn ass, and a lot of times it was mainly because I was scared you was gonna get hurt. And you get fucking anxiety. But I was good at I got a fucking temper like no other. It's kind of like Jody Bullard said one day when they were young. He's about 15, 16 years old, and I was over there helping Matt and Mitch. And they had to let these fucking calves get too goddamn big, which Matt and Mitch, they're not fucking cow guys. And they're going to get in the cow business. They had this fucking 600-pound bull calf back there, and his son of a bitch is wooling everybody around. And I'm ready to go eat, and I'm hungry. And I said, get out of the motherfucking way, you goddamn dumb. I said, these dumb motherfuckers over here wouldn't let these motherfuckers. I'm wearing their ass out. I'm wearing everybody's ass out. The bull tries to run me over. I pick him up, flam him over backwards. I bite him on his eyeball. I'm running my fucking fingers. I'm fucking mad. I grab that son of a bitch. I drag him on that fucking chute. And old Matt goes, holy shit. And and old Jody goes over and serious as heart. He goes, yeah, I'm glad he's in a good mood.
But kids and adults, they don't know how to take an ass shooting, and they also don't know how to take an ass whooping because that's why everybody shoots and stabs everybody now.
Exactly.
Because in the 50s, there was more fist fights in the 50s than there are today.
It's like pecking order.
Yep.
Everybody had to get their pecking order.
Yep.
You didn't take nothing personal.
Nope.
And if you thought that, hey, I got cheated out of that pecking order, I'd try him again. And after I got my ass whooped, okay, you got me here.
But there wasn't a lifetime madness, and there wasn't.
No.
But that's the world today we live in, because nobody can take an ass whooping, nobody can take an ass chewing. You can't get on to anybody, and the first thing they want to do is, the fucking thing that gets me is they want to video you.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm fixing to chew your ass. You want to video me chewing
Yeah.
your ass? Knock yourself out, buddy. And I ain't gonna change my mind.
Time out.
Yeah,
Let's call time out.
Yeah.
We got to call time out.
that's like that shooting with that girl stabbing that was stabbing the other girl, and that cop shot her. What the fuck did you want him to do?
Yeah.
You know, LeBron James.
Shoot
if that
it
was
in
his,
the air.
Yeah,
Shoot her in the leg. You know, all that
that.
bullshit I go.
I bet that was LeBron's daughter. I bet he'd be glad that cop shot her. That's a dude that
I
has
don't
taken
know,
it on
that
the
stupid son of a
chin.
bitch.
He has taken it on the chin the last couple of weeks.
Has
Even
anybody
other,
dropped him?
I don't know if anybody's dropped him, but he's getting called out by all the extra
Yeah.
old basketball players. Dr. J called him out the other day.
Left him off his
Yeah,
top 10
said, fuck
list.
him. He ain't part of our top 10 listed 2 teams. I mean, people have had enough of it.
Oh, fuck.
A lot of them, you know, because all he does is stir up shit, and he could really make a difference in our world.
Yes.
Because those young kids listen to him, he can make a big difference, and all he's doing is causing the same deception that fucking. But he's owned by China, just like Biden and Obama are, and that's the problem.
Is there a guy that you went talking about the pecking order? Is there a guy that whipped your ass and you're like, you know what? I don't think I wasn't at my best with him. And
Oh, yeah.
you'd go
Tracy
back and
Carter.
try again.
Yeah, Tracy Carter. Yeah, Tracy Carter. I've talked about that big black son of a gun. Yeah, he did. Well, of course, it depends on who you ask. Everybody says, "Oh, I thought it was pretty even." I said, "You should have seen it from my end of the fucking deal," because I was drunk and fuck, and I had there was a bunch of us fighting, and then this Mexican guy come in there and he ripped his shirt off. Which one of you cowboys want some shit? Which one do we get? And I, of course, there ain't no such thing as a fair fight. Am I right?
Right.
No.
No. When you're fighting, it's fight to win.
Yeah.
So this old Mexican boy come over and say, "Hey, man, we don't want no shit. We're trying to be cool, man." And I stuck my left hand out, shake his hand. Well, that should have been his telltale. So I grabbed, he shook hands with me. I hit that son of a bitch. Whoop. That's when he hit the ground. He took off running. Old Daryl Wines took after him. Daryl was like 16 years old. Hi, kitty, bye, kitty. He got that little high pitch for hi, kitty, bye, kitty. You can see old Daryl. You can see that Mexican boy running around the corner of Stardust, and you see old Daryl running around the corner of Stardust.
I get him.
And then all of a sudden you see Daryl come back, and he goes, "Big black boy, big black boy." Except he's not saying black boy. He said, "Big black boy, big black boy." And here come old Tracy, which I knew Tracy. He's big. He looked like a cobra, big old, fucking muscled up son of a bitch. Anyway, so he come up there and he goes, "Hey, which one of y'all hit my boy?" I said, "Shit, I did, Tracy, man." And he goes, "Well, then the Mexican guy comes up there and he goes, which one of y'all?" He's bouncing up and down. "Which one of y'all hit me? Which one of y'all hit me? Which one of y'all hit me? I'm gonna whoop the motherfucking." I said, "Shit, dude." I stuck my left hand out again. I said, "Shit, man, I did. I thought you was one of them. Sorry about that." "Oh, that's okay." And he shakes my hand. Well, I hit him again. Well, this time,
Dickhead.
I knocked all of his front teeth out. Loosened them the first time I hit him, and it knocked him out. And he's laughing. Old Tracy always had that lollipop in his mouth. He had that lollipop, and he goes, "Goddamn, Reid, now we're going to have to fight." And he threw that lollipop, and I said, "All right, well, let me take my boots off first." He was cordial about it.
He was nice enough to let you do that.
Yeah, I took my boots off because you don't fight in boots because you'll slip and bust your ass. So I take my boots off, and we go over there, and well, I was going to try to box him. Well, I can't even barely walk. I'm so goddamn drunk. So we kind of circle each, and fucking bar is closed. There's 200 people out there watching this shit.
Was he drunk too, or he was just there?
No.
He's sober as a judge.
Yeah. He was more of a meth guy. He wasn't, he was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
And so anyway, we circled about a half turn, and I figured I throwed about 3 or 4 punches at him, and he sidestepped me, and I fell on my face. And then while I'm standing there getting up on my knees, he kicks me right in the fucking mouth. Pow! "Goddamn, Reid, I thought you was tough. Goddamn, come on, man, you can do better than that." He lets me up, and I tried to box again. I throw 3 or 4 more punches at him. I bust my ass again, and he kicks me in the mouth again.
Again.
So the third time, we ain't boxing no more. I fucking bull rushed that motherfucker, and I finally did get a hold of him. Got in between these 2 trucks, and finally got him, and I'm kind of pummeling on him. Well, then they break it up. And I was mad. My goddamn buddies sit there and watch that motherfucker kick my goddamn mouth fucking teeth out for 5 minutes before they finally "Oh, yeah, Clay's got him. Let's break it up now."
Break it up now.
Yeah, so they pull us apart. Well, When they got us part, he said something, I don't know, pissed me off even worse, and I fucking lost my mind. And everybody's trying to hold me back. Well, I got loose of them, and I crawled in the back of that pickup, and I was standing on the tailgate, and he's in between that pickup, and they had a hold of him. And I went to kick him in the face like he did me. Well, when I went to kick him, I kicked fucking Jeff Drake in the back of the fucking head, which caused me to fall down right in front of his fucking ass. And then he went to stomping the fuck out of my fucking back of my head. And I crawled under the pickup to get away from him. And then the cops came and we all got out of there. But boy, I fucking, he whooped my ass, but I was drunk. He gonna have to do it sober. So for fucking 3 weeks, I went into Stardust every time that door opened, and I'd sit there at the bar drinking ice water, waiting on him. Wait ever to show up. Well, then about 3 weeks later, we was sitting there, and old Bobby Potsky and Howard Parsons and buddies of mine. Old Bobby come running up to me. He's in the bathroom. Come on, he's in the bathroom. Oh yeah, well, let's go. So we haul ass. Well, Stardust, you had 2 entrances. You can go in either side, east or north or south. So I come in the south side. Just about as I pull in the bathroom, he's going out on the north side. I said, "Hey, Tracy. Hey, motherfucker. Hey, we're going to have to go again." So I called in, and he turned around and got that lollipop in his mouth. And we posture up, get in front of him, and I said, "Now listen." I said, "We can get it right here, or we can wait, have our fun for the night, and when the bar closes, we can go out in the parking lot." Well, he grabbed his old lollipop, throwed it down, and said, "We'll get it right here." Well, as soon as he did that, I hit that motherfucker and I KO'd him first pop. And when I KO'd him, I grabbed him by his fucking afro and them ears, and I went to beating that fucking face on that goddamn floor of that bathroom. Then I picked him up, and with his nose, I wrote my initials in his blood on the fucking wall in the fucking deal, and I throwed him down because Bobby said, "Bouncers, come on, gotta go." So I fucking laughed, and we laughed, but it got worse for him because when I left, fucking Harold and Tammy Stubblefield was taking a piss, and fucking he got up and he mouthed them, and they beat his ass some more. But then about a week later, we're out on Kemp Street again, and there was a car wreck on Kemp, and the word out that Tracy was going to kill me, going to cut my guts, shoot me and all this. And well, I was walking down there to see that car wreck, and when I did, I look up, and there's Tracy walking towards me. And he's all bowed up, postured up, and I'm bowed up. It looked like 2 banty roosters. And I said, "Tracy, we cool?" And he took that lollipop out, and he said, "You got one? I got one. Sounds even to me." It sounds like a winner to me, motherfucker. I ain't going to fight your big ass again. Yeah. Hell, I think he's in a pen now. But, yeah, they're really. Oh, and then there was California Dale. All I know is from California, his name was Dale. Putt parking lot one night. I was drunk again, bad drunk, and he had his girlfriend. Well, I thought she needed to be my girlfriend, so I went over there and snatched her up out of his arms, and went to kissing on her, and she wasn't resisting. And well, then he whirled me around, punched me, and the fight was on, and I remember having him in a headlock, and I was beating his ass, and I'm talking to people while I'm beating him ass, dragging him around parking lot. And then I don't know if he got a punch on me or I just passed out from being tired, but next thing you know, I passed out. And that motherfucker he did what I did to Tracy. He grabbed my ears and he raked my face on that asphalt. Jesus. And took all the fucking hide off my right side of my face. Of course, next morning I woke up, my eyes are scabbed together, my lips are scabbed together. It was bad. I was a poster child for Neosporin for about a week. But so, same deal. I went looking for him. Couldn't find him, sober. And then there used to be, where Vernon College is now, used to be Citrus City. Mm-hmm. And they had pool, at bowling alley, and then off to the side there was a pool hall in there. I'm sitting there shooting pool, and all of a sudden I look at, and there's California Dale walking through the fucking door. "Oh, yeah, my name is Sue. How do you do, motherfucker? Outside." He goes, "You want your ass whooped again? Let's go." Boy, I could not wait about it. And that son of a bitch, he made the fucking stupidest fucking mistake I ever made. He tried to bull rush me, and when he come to me, he had his head ducked.
Oh, fuck.
Well, fuck, when he ran to me, I stuck his head between my legs, picked him up, did a fucking DDT on that son of a bitch, fucking landed on his head. He knocked him out one punch, and then I beat the fuck out of that son of a bitch. Yeah. He drunk tonight, motherfucker.
Different story tonight,
yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, I did beat his ass. But
So whenever you get knocked out, like, how long does it take you to come to?
I've
I've never been knocked out.
I've never been knocked out.
Oh,
really? I don't know that.
Even with the rodeoing and all that stuff, you've never been.
No, not that I can remember.
Never been knocked unconscious. I've had a couple hits in football where it was, shit kind of slows down and your ears are ringing a little bit, but I don't think I've ever been KO'd.
I don't know that hell, I've had a horse step on. No, I take that back. When I broke my neck, I was riding a four-wheeler trying to get around some cows. My dad said, "You don't need a horse, just bring that four-wheeler." I got them in the trap. Well, they busted out the trap. And I'm going about 55 across the wheat field and hit a 6-foot ravine. And all I can remember was Superman that over the handlebars. But my dad, I hit with such force, it looked like you took a pair of scissors on my right side of my head and cut my hair. And it cracked the vertebrae in my neck, knocked me cold out. But really, he come over there. I wasn't out very long, and I can remember everything.
Did it hurt? Or do you not feel anything at that time?
No, it hurt after I started coming to.
Really?
Like I say, my neck, it was fucked up. I wore a fucking brace for a month over that deal. And, yeah, but no, it wasn't. I've had worse.
Like you could feel all your extremities and your toes and shit like that the whole time, so they weren't worried about you being paralyzed or anything like that?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a bad crack. It just one of the vertebrae had a hairline fracture in it. And, they said, wear this, and I had all my... But they also knew I didn't have no insurance, so they weren't going to do a whole hell of a lot to me.
You can feel your toes. You can wiggle
I
them.
think you're good. You're good. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, send us $25 a month for the rest of your life. Yeah, that's about what it was.
That fucking neck brace probably cost that much.
Oh, fuck yeah. I can remember it cost like $18,000 for that hospital trip, and of course, fuck, I ain't had no goddamn money, paying $50 a goddamn month. And then one day they called and said, hey, we'll settle this for $2,500. And I didn't have $2,500 yet, but I went and got it, paid that son of a bitch off. Hell yeah, what a bargain.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, right.
It's a fucking racket the way it is now.
Oh, I'm telling you, it is sad is what it is.
In all of your fights and stuff like that, did you ever have anybody pull a gun?
No, not really at a fight. Like I say, really I remember that one day I had that one guy, I was helping a girl push a pickup over at Sykes parking lot, and this Mexican boy in an old, I believe it was an orange Cutlass Supreme. Remember them Cutlass Supreme? Had it jacked up in the back, and he hollered something at me, Of course, I was helping this good-looking chick push start her car, and boy, I walked. He was parked there at the red light at 7-Eleven. I come walking up there, and I was fixing to drag this motherfucker out of this window and beat his ass. And right about the time I reached in there, he pulled the biggest fucking pistol I ever seen in my life out and stuck that motherfucker right on my forehead. He goes, "What you gonna do now, cowboy?" And the best thing I could come up was, "Go ahead," and a little happy, "Go ahead." And I like shit all over myself. And luckily the light turned green and he went on. But unlucky for him, 3 cars behind him was a cop.
Oh, shit.
Hey, we seen it. We're on it. And so they pulled his ass over down there. You remember where Dunkin' Donuts used to be?
Yes.
Where AutoZone is now. They had it in
By Sambo's.
Scott Square is what they got it, right across the street from the Sambo. And they got him pulled over. And by the time we got up there, they had him cuffed and bent over that old orange Cutlass. And I drove real slow right there. "What you gonna do now, cowboy?"
Hey, what's going on with all the guy shot the 46-pound bobcat? Did you see pictures of that bobcat from San Angelo?
The 46-pounder?
But didn't it weigh 46 pounds? The one in San Angelo, motherfucker looked like Garfield the cat.
Oh, I don't know, but they're fixing to bust all. I don't know about that. I think that one.
There's no way in wild that a cat's that fat.
Well, I've seen a 50-pounder. Yeah, and I've seen a 44-pounder. So, yeah, there is a case, especially down south. Them cats get big, but
this motherfucker looked like looked like Garfield. It didn't look like other cats. It was fat.
But, yeah, because because that's why they for $50,000.
Someone's been feeding him all year in a cage.
Would you go out there and take a fucking chicken out there 3 times a week?
Well, yeah, no. I know that, but I'm saying what they're doing is that cat was not raised in the wild.
Yeah, none of them cats probably are. That's why I don't hunt that hunt.
Yeah.
But they're fixing to bust the guys that were cheating and all. I told y'all about all that cheating in my deal here. Well,
in your contest?
Huh?
In your contest?
In my contest, all the contests.
Who was cheating?
What were they doing?
There's a guy out of there's a ring of them in Atoka, Oklahoma. All these come from southeastern Oklahoma, but there's this one fucking guy, and I ain't gonna say any names yet because they're fixing to bust them all. And here's how I found out.
Everybody that's listening to this is going to know it all over. So you might want to
I mean, it's fixing to come to a head anyway.
But how are they cheating?
They're injecting blood into these cats' abdomen to make them fill them full of water, basically. But they're using blood that way. If you cut them open, nobody's the wiser. It's just blood.
Right.
And so, and underneath the skin, all over them, adding weight to them. And they'll trap these cats. They'll kill them. They'll trap them a big cat. Trap year round, then put that son of a bitch in a cage and have the son of a bitch and feed the shit out of the son again. And then, come game time, you shoot the cat and you shoot the 5 cat. You got to have 5 coyotes, or you can get your 5 coyotes to climb in. Well, then they won't do it, but they'll get some random guy, somebody they know, to turn it in, split the money with them, or pay him X amount of money to do. So it's always, they'll always be by themselves. That way, that one guy is assured of taking a polygraph. So I was wondering, how do you pass the polygraph? And my buddy is golfing with the ringleader of this whole fucking deal 3 years ago. That's how I found out. And this guy just told him every bit about it. Mm-hmm. Of course, he told him, he said, well, I got a buddy in fucking Archer Beach. I ain't fucking scared of fucking Clay Reid. Well, that's your own goddamn fault. I've known Clay Reid my whole fucking life. He'll beat your fucking ass. He's good at it. But anyway, this guy, he's the ringleader. Well, and they've done it. They did my contest, North American contest, all these fucking contests for Oklahoma, this whole area. So anyway, we knew it, but the fucking game wardens really, in my opinion, wasn't doing nothing about it. Well, they got a new gal down there.
But that's not really her job because it's a private contest.
Yeah, but when you turn it in.
Yeah, but it's still not a state. There's not a state varmint.
Well, just like a goddamn bass tournament. When you cheat, that's a felony. When you cheat people out of money, fraud, right, out of $5,000 or more, it's a felony.
But I don't think it's a game warden's deal. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, it's a fucking game warden's deal. It is especially a game.
See, I disagree
because it's a
with
game
that.
contest.
Well, no, I understand that, but they don't regulate it. I'm not saying the guys ain't
but
breaking
who
the law.
Should do it, though?
But
who should regulate it?
What's the difference between a bass tournament and this?
I don't know. I just
There's
don't.
not.
It's taking game. You don't want.
Here's the thing: for the game warden to come in there, there's fraud going on. But I don't think it's a game warden's deal to make sure that the guy's not trapping a cat and feeding it.
Well, who you gonna call?
I don't know. That's tough.
Yeah,
I would think the sheriff would be more in his line than it would be the game warden.
I don't think
it's not a game violation. Now, but game
it
wardens
is a game violation.
No, it's not. How's it a game violation?
Well, they've given him. You'll know here pretty quick, and I'll ask my game warden because they got him for 18 different violations.
I wonder what it would be, though. I wonder if it's trapping a cat and then keeping it in captivity and feeding it. That would be against the law.
I guarantee you, there's so many goddamn laws, but cheating in any game.
That is
the law.
That right. I'm agreeing with you on. A game warden is a state is the same as a trooper, so I guess it is.
Yeah, game wardens do everything. Hell, they fucking give you a ticket for speeding.
Yeah. So I just don't. I don't see how it would fall under their responsibility to do they.
I cannot understand how you don't think it.
Because
they're called game warden. That's a game animal,
right? No, it's not a game animal. A bobcat and a coyote are not a game animal.
Predator?
No, they're
that's called game to me. I mean, it's an animal.
But
that's like a turtle. A turtle's not a game animal, but they'll give you a ticket for catching one.
I think what Jeff's getting at is there's not that many regulations.
There's not very many regulations. I mean, you can shoot them at night. You can't shoot off county road. That's against the law.
Yeah, but you can't cheat in a contest.
But I don't think that's a game law. That's just that's not a game
violation.
Neither
is writing a ticket for no seatbelt, but they do it.
No.
Neither is drug. Neither is the border. Going to the border, but the game wardens do it.
I understand that, but I'm saying that they're not breaking a game violation by cheating in a bobcat contest.
They're breaking the law.
But what's the law?
It's a felony. They're
Fraud.
cheating people out of money.
Cheating
That's
people
right.
out of
and
money.
the sheriff or somebody like that. That's what I'm saying.
That's
But
what a
with it-
game warden is. He's a law enforcement. He's one of the highest.
But with it being around hunting, the game warden would be the one that would come in, I would think.
But it doesn't matter if it wasn't. I mean, game
Right.
wardens, like I say, I've seen them on drug bust.
Yeah.
No, they do
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
saying it's not. It doesn't fall under their deal because it's not. They're not chasing. These guys aren't breaking the law of the game. They're breaking the law because they're breaking a law
Yeah, but
on
they're
a
using an
contest.
animal in doing it.
Yeah, and that's kind of a. We're going to have to disagree on this one, but
I don't
I
think
know
there's
where you're
anything to
coming.
disagree on.
I agree where you're coming from on the deal.
don't But see- why
they're
does it
breaking a
matter?
law. It doesn't matter. I'm
what
just
I'm
saying.
saying.
But when you said they got the game warden, it just they're not breaking a law by harvesting the thing. Now, if they're trapping a coyote or a bobcat
Well,
and they're
actually,
leaving
they
it
are
in a,
because they didn't have a
Traffic
Oklahoma.
permit.
In Oklahoma, you got to have a permit, and you can only kill so many. And
Then
there's 1,000.
they have
other-
more laws that we have.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is
Well,
if
you can't bring him across state lines.
if you
and
trap a
can't-
bobcat and you put him in a cage and you feed him for a long time, that's against the law.
Yeah.
You
It
keep
is?
keep a wild
Exactly.
animal. Yeah, you
Yes,
can't keep a
exactly.
wild animal of
So
any
how
kind.
did you have your bobcat?
Oh,
I
that
don't-
don't mean we don't do it. I've had coons that's against
Yeah,
the law
I
to have
don't.
coons.
I don't know that. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you that it's against the law to
Yeah.
have a wild animal in captivity.
Well, he made you pay for it.
It's
He made
kinda
you
like
pay for breaking the
masturbating
fucking
on
law.
a plane. It's not against the law,
just
but it's
frowned
frowned
yeah,
upon.
yeah. But I don't. Anyways, so
But-
these guys are fixing to get busted.
Yes, and the reason they called me after this last San Angelo hunt, and they said, "Clay, do you know this guy named Jesse Young?" I don't give a fuck, little motherfucker. No, Jesse Young. I said, "No." And he said, "Well, we're pretty sure he cheated in it." I said, "Did he hunt by himself?" And he said, "Yeah, he did." And I said, "Well, I guarantee he cheated." And I said, "Well, let me do some research." So I got on there and found out this and this, and found out, trying to look at his friends list, see if he's friends with these known cheaters that I know. Sure enough, he was, but his friends list was private. But if we were mutual friends, it would show up on Facebook. So I seen that he was friends with some other friends of mine. So I said, "Hey, you know so-and-so?" He goes, "Yeah." He said, "Well, he supposedly killed this cat in Wichita Falls at 8 o'clock on Saturday night." And he goes, "Well, that was not possible." I said, "How's that?" He goes, "Because he was at a roping in Decatur. I was bullshitting with him at 8 o'clock on Saturday night. It's just roping." And then I called my cousin. He said, "Yeah, I was flagging." He said, "Well, I got all these witnesses was there." He said, "When he left there, he went to play poker at a buddy of mine's house all night. So he didn't kill no cat on Saturday night." Okay. So then we had him. So anyway, they wound up pressuring him, and then went to his business, went and all this. Game warden put the heat on him, and supposedly he wound up confessing to all these motherfuckers.
So he cheated in your contest.
Yes.
How much money did he win that he should have won?
No, this guy didn't cheat in my contest, but several different guys. 3 years in a row they cheated in my contest. One guy was a guy named well, I ain't gonna say
You don't
the
have to say
name.
names.
Yeah. 3 years in a row, three different guys. Well, actually, the one time there was two guys, another time there was two guys, and then there was a single guy one time. But 3 years in a row they cheated my contest, and we knew they cheated, but we couldn't prove it. You know, as long as they passed the polygraph.
How did they cheat? Most animals, biggest animal? What, like,
Well, in my contest, is fastest to whoever kills 12 coyotes.
okay,
Well, this guy supposedly killed his 12 coyotes by 9:30.
right.
Motherfucker don't start in 2 hours, which I mean, it can happen because
Perfect storm.
I
It can
killed
happen.
12 by 11 one year, and but this guy come out of nowhere. We've never heard of him, never seen him before. Said he was doing it with a little bitty, showed us a little chink, and it just looked squirrely. And I had my goddamn polygraph guy grill his fucking ass, but what they're doing to pass the polygraph is they're taking 2 Xanax and a muscle relaxant, and it's calm as you do, and you can pass any polygraph.
Really?
Yes, and so that's how they were doing. That's how they told my
So
buddy.
how much money did they have you paid out in the last 3 years? It was
Well, they've taken the way we figured it. They've taken San Angelo out of probably $250,000.
Ooh, fuck.
Yeah, and then they they wind up. My deal. Let's see, it was like that one year it was like 9,500, another 7. They probably close to 20 grand in 3 years.
so these
Mine.
guys in the last 5 years have stolen somewhere between $300,000 to $500,000 worth of shit off of contest everywhere. Probably
Easy. Yeah.
there's some old boys that have lost out that did it right. That
Exactly. Yeah, that's why when these names come out, There's gonna be some ass whooping. If I can find a couple of them, I'll beat their fucking ass.
I saw a picture of the fucking coyote that won at San Angelo this year. It was on Facebook, and somebody had it, and I was like, "That's a fat as fuck." It didn't even look natural. It looked like
Bobcat.
a big old, It looked
Yeah.
like a fat cat that some lady has in the house.
But
No lady.
think about it. Like I say, you take some old crackhead motherfucker that's working at Allsup's for fucking $20,000 a year. I can go out there and feed a fucking cat, throw out a little bit of wormer, and then go call that some bitch. It's not cheating. I mean, you can go call him
You
up.
called him up.
Yeah, call him up. You know, that's like buddy of mine there, old man in Archer. He puts out cat food in his back porch
Right.
every year. Well, every night he feeds a bobcat. He did have fox, but the fox got run over, and this coon. Well, them motherfuckers weigh 9,000 motherfucking pounds because he'll put a little wormer on them, keep them in shape, kind of like his pets, but they're wild animals. It ain't like he's petting them or anything, and so.
That's not it.
So that's really not illegal. That's just bull. It's just morally wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just not right.
no, fuck, no, it ain't right, and that's. I mean that ain't.
But there's no way to curtail that. Then all you can do is have a polygraph, and if that ain't it, have y'all thought about making people video them hunting?
Well, see, that's the one way. Well, like next year, San Angelo with Jeremy Harrison, they're working their ass off. I'm not bashing San Angelo because they got my hunt and everybody's hunt too, and we're working our ass off to keep everybody as legit as possible. And 99% of the time, I think most of them are. But then you got these guys. There's always going to be
Somebody's
guys
always trying to find a way to fuck
but
somebody
this
out to
is-
make some money.
Exactly. Well, this next year, what they're going to do it is they've got a trapper, a professional trapper, that's going to dissect each one of these fucking cats. And they're not going to give you the money right there. They're going to wait and send you the money after they dissect and inspect the cat and maybe do a DNA deal to whalers. But that trapper said, if you'll let me dissect them and skin them cats, he goes, I can tell you if he's been manipulated at all right then and there. That'll help big time.
This is going to hurt, though. There's
Oh,
a documentary coming out,
Yeah,
Wildlife
that's
Killing
been out.
Contest.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been out for a while?
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't seen it.
I mean, like a few months.
They were
Yeah,
at
it was
the
back-
San Angelo show.
Huh?
They were at the San Angelo
Yeah.
contest.
They told them they were coming in. They went in under false pretense.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
What did they
told
say?
them
They
one
were
thing-
entering?
Yeah. Oh, we just want to do it. We're doing a documentary on the hunting, like they were pro hunting,
Right.
but they wasn't.
See, I think more contests need to be like yours. Daytime, shotguns.
Yeah.
It's much more hunting
Yeah.
rather than some of these situations. But it's just, you put that kind of money up and you're going to have some fuckery. But I just can't believe that they passed polygraph, because that was always the ace in the hole.
Fuck people.
Yeah, but even that, you get corrupt polygraph guys.
Oh, you do?
Like that motherfucker up there in Elk City, me and Mitch, cost us $9,000.
Oh, because, yeah.
Yeah, they said we cheated.
Yeah, and they might have paid him $1,500 to say that fuck these guys.
We did. We killed 5 coyotes in the first 2 calls. We knew goddamn good and well we were probably gonna win $9,000,
Right.
and there wasn't nothing we was gonna do wrong, and we didn't do nothing wrong. And then when we get up there and we unload them 14 coyotes, of course everybody else has killed 2 and 1 because it was a windy as fuck day. Wasn't a very advantageous day, but we just did good. We had 10 by lunch, and then when we showed up there at 14, they went to Dalton. And that old motherfucker come out there smoking that cigarette. Ain't no goddamn way. As soon as he said that, I said, what do you mean there ain't no fucking way? You see the motherfucker dead on the guy? I was just about as mad as the motherfucker calling my dick don't work. I got the motherfucker. And then I followed him in there, and he went in there and told the polygraph, there ain't no way. They got to be cheating. So, and the screws were in on that, and I've told that story.
So, what do you think? What do you think the future is of calling contests in the next 10 years? Do you think they'll be gone,
They'll
or
be gone.
you think so?
You think so?
I'll tell you. Without a doubt, they'll be gone. Because it comes down to votes. And it's just like
Yeah, but who's going to vote against it? You think? You think
everybody.
You think the Congress?
3% of America are registered hunters.
No. I understand that, but you think that the state of Texas is really going to take on outlawing that?
Hell yeah.
Do you think they're going to do that with helicopter hunting also?
Dude, they're going to take, before it's over with, we're losing ground every year.
That's true.
We are losing ground.
That's
They're
very
making
true.
more of them than they are of us. And there's nothing we can do to stop it because it comes down to votes. They're going to put in their guys. Hey, that's right now we're losing states. Of course, they're cheating in a bunch of these contests, but even before all this bullshit, we're losing votes. every year. We're getting more and more of our kids in our rural communities moving out, and then they're being
indoctrinated into to being an
taken
anti-hunter.
to the dark side.
Yeah. If you look at like North Dakota and South Dakota, I think that's going to be the last places in America where you still have real, because they don't have any big cities.
Yes, exactly.
You know, they don't have big metropolitan areas, and the big areas they have still have a lot of hunters and stuff. But like Texas, Austin is fucking Texas up so bad, and Houston is the same way, and Dallas, you know, and even Fort Worth has gotten a lot more blue over the years. But
that's what I'm saying. They're going to wind up taking over Texas before it's over.
Oh, I would say eventually, but I don't think that hunting. I think for the next 20 years we're still going to have hunting. But,
I mean, but these contests are dropping every.
You know,
we done lost Arizona, done lost New Mexico, done lost.
Why did
California.
New Mexico quit doing it?
Well, they didn't actually. The law is you can't do it on federal land.
Well, then those states are encompassed with a lot of federal land.
Yeah, their whole state is basically
okay. So that's what
land.
It's about.
Yeah. So I mean, they still have contests, but like they have them on the Navajo reservation, because they're not.
They have all the rules. They do.
Exactly. And so, I mean, there's ways around it, but eventually,
I think
it's going to be like cockfighting,
I think you're going to see sometime during the Biden administration when he, whatever the fuck he does, which he don't do anything on his own. I think they're going to outlaw hunting on federal lands. All hunting, not just fucking coyote hunting. I'm talking all elk, bear, all big game, and those places. I think that's what. And plus, I think they like to try to put their thumb on people to try to, which we know they do. But I really do. I think if you're an outfitter and you're hunting on public land in the big mountain states, you better start looking for a backup plan.
Oh yeah. Well, a lot of them guys. That's like that guy at Wyoming I talked to. He's an outfitter up there at Cody, Wyoming. Elk used to be his bread and butter deal, but they released all them fucking wolves. You can't find a fucking elk up there now.
I don't understand that. I don't understand why the people. I know a guy that owns a ranch in Wyoming,
natural.
and they shoot every fucking wolf they see. They let them lay, but they shoot the fuckers, and I don't blame them at all. Yeah. And if I was the people in Minnesota going through that,
I mean,
might as well shoot a bald eagle.
Exactly. That's what pisses me off. I can go out there and kill one of them goddamn wolves and get 30 years. But I can go down there and fuck a goddamn 4-year-old and I'll get 6 months probation.
Yeah.
That's what the injustice of the fucking world. I mean,
we are so back-asswards in this country.
No, I'm telling you. And that's why I rarely get out of Lake Kickapoo.
But you're going to go hunting in Maine, and that to me is hilarious.
But I'm not going to fucking Albany, Maine, or
Bangor,
New York.
I was trying to think.
Portland is the big liberal area.
No, I'm trying to think of the capital of Maine.
Augusta.
Bangor.
Augusta. Yeah. Albany's New York.
So were they real? So are the coyotes and the wolves really like fucking each other up there and making something else like your uncle said?
Coy dogs.
Coy dogs. North Dakota has a lot of them.
Well, coyotes and dogs mating, but I don't think the wolves are. My Uncle Charles, that's something that can't spell goddamn wolf. But they're big. They are. Them coy dogs get real big.
They get like 80 pounds, don't they?
And coyotes are just finding
a regular.
Of
course, their coyotes are way bigger than ours anyway. Yeah, the further north you go.
Well, I saw a coyote in South Dakota. Me and Michelle that left Mount Rushmore is in February.
Yeah.
One of the most beautiful animals I've ever seen in my life.
And they look like
they're
wolves.
beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean,
big and furred up, makes them look twice as big. And
how do some of these fucking mangy ones? How do they make it through winters? I don't understand.
We don't have much for winter.
Well, Blake sent me a Snapchat just. He lives in Nebraska, and fucking coyote had the mange. He was a nasty motherfucker, and I'm like,
they don't live long.
You don't see many around hell did he make it? That 9 below kicked their ass.
Yeah, you know what what's funny is a lot of people don't realize too. When you have all these contests and stuff, it doesn't affect the coyote population much. No, they never. It's always steady.
And back in the 50s where they had that fucking poison out everywhere, and they've tried everything in the world to fucking kill a coyote. You ain't going to exterminate.
They're like Democrats. Can't get rid of them.
You goddamn right. You ain't going to kill Mr. Coyote. At the end of the world, there's going to be 3 things left. Cockroaches, Keith Richards, and coyotes. Guarantee it.
Have you seen that picture of Keith Richards with that baby? And they said, "Oh, look, there's Keith Richards from Betty White when she was a baby." How old is that fucker? Is he 80?
I don't know. That motherfucker got to be 9,000 years old.
You think his dick still works?
I bet it does.
Dude, there ain't no telling what that mother. You know, anybody that fucking snorts his grandmother's ashes.
Yeah. He's already embalmed.
Yeah.
He snorted his grandma's ashes?
Yeah.
Well, I
He
hadn't
fucked
heard
up.
that.
He
1943. What's the math on that, Jeff?
78.
That's it?
No.
78. Yeah, he's 78.
6.
Huh?
My dad's a set 45
2021.
My dad's
When was he born?
43.
What month?
December.
Yeah, he's 77 then. 78, 77.
He was in Pirates of the Caribbean? Is this,
Oh,
this
yeah.
No, he was in the original Pirates of the Caribbean that happened.
Oh, not the
was.
one with Johnny.
He was
Yeah.
the pirate.
Yeah.
Not the one with Johnny
Caribbean.
Depp.
Yeah. He either him or Mick Jagger, one of them banged the First Lady of Canada, Justin Trudeau's mom.
Really?
Yeah. They said you know what? There's a conspiracy theory out there that Justin Trudeau's real dad is Fidel Castro.
I know it. And there's
Yeah.
a lot of.
Yeah,
I've
she was-
seen the pictures and I go,
Oh yeah, she was quite the whore. It sounds like. But anyway, she
That don't make her a
partied.
bad person.
No, hell no. Some best times are with people like that, huh? She was
my-
with Keith Richards and Mick Jagger. She stayed a couple of nights in Toronto at some big hotel partying with him.
oh, but damn.
Just I don't know if this is that article or not. So, but you said her and Mick Jagger or her and Keith Richards?
I heard her and Keith Richards,
Oh,
but it might have been Mick Jagger.
Said
You
she
never
was
know
like the
with them
Princess
wild
Diana of Canada. Well,
Well, Princess Di was supposed to be kind of a little loose woman too. She was a good-looking sumbitch.
I ain't no shit.
Oof.
That's another
she
one.
was.
Ate the corn out of her shit.
So how do you these the Predator contest? Do most of them? I'm trying to figure out how you can cheat.
If you're on
Oh,
YouTube, you got to
fuck.
wrote just
Dude,
Justin
there's so
Trudeau's
many-
mom a whore.
That's ugly, Jeff.
Well, that's what it would be if you put is Justin Trudeau's mom a whore. It would you
so
other stuff.
if can you put out bait in most of these places?
No, you're not supposed to. But like say, it doesn't say nothing about Andy going out there and. Well, some of the rules say as long as the farmer puts out the animal for his own convenience, you know, like if you drove out, and every contest has got 1,000 different rules, but it ain't against the rule if Andy goes out there and puts me a pile
Right.
of dead hogs and Joe Bob comes along and
So like up at Jake's in the 1,700 acre field, you could put a dead cow or something out in the middle of that son of a bitch and let them coyotes feed on a couple of nights and go up there and at midnight and there's 18 coyotes on a 1,700 acre wheat field. They can't get away from you.
when I was 7 years old, my dad and mom, you know, that was back when they had a bounty on them fucking coyotes, you know, get like $2 for a set of ears. Over at Electra, my dad parked on the north side of the highway, railroad tracks, and on the other side was a wheat field with a dead cow in it. And then my dad, periodically, every 30 minutes or so, we'd crawl out, it's snowing like a motherfucker, I remember it. He'd grab that car battery with that light, and he'd shine on that dead, and my mom would shoot him with 22 Magnum. Killed 28 that night.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they go there every night.
Sit there and then go back, warm up in the pickup,
Right.
then go back. And you go every 30 minutes. They'll be right back. Fast.
Because I was hunting a place, and I know the guy Predator hunts, and there were just fucking bones everywhere. And what the guy was doing, he's taking his dead cows, and it was all in this corner. Well, he fucking Predator hunts there
Yeah.
at night. So
Draws them in.
yeah,
Well, that's like and a lot, like, you know, a lot of guys will do like one guy I know, he has a taxidermist, brings all of his carcasses from the deer and drops them out in this one place, Salt Skull. Now, he won't go hunt on that Salt Skull, but it draws every coyote within 1,000 miles to
Right.
that area. Yeah, so then makes it easy.
so he wouldn't hunt that place, but he would just hunt somewhere
Yeah,
close by.
You know, as
kinda
long
get
as
'em-
you're slow, you'll bring them in that area.
Right.
And then
and then you can do something with them.
And then by January, all them carcasses are already cleaned up because, you know, this guy's done cleaned all the deer or whatever, you know.
Right.
And so then they get hungry, but they're used to staying in that spot. Yeah.
So I wonder if there was a way, like your buddy was saying, if you could tell what they'd been eating on, like that big bobcat or whatever. Like
That
you'd be able to
motherfucker is
tell
eating.
if they were fucking just feeding it chicken in a cage.
Oh, yeah.
Off
Well, I
of
don't
its
think you
genetic-
could tell if it's chicken, but if he's got
Or just what
Well,
you would
cat
be able to
food
tell.
and you could probably do a blood deal on it. The motherfucker's cholesterol rate's about to choke him out.
Do
too.
they do blood tests on them?
No.
No.
But
I wonder if there was.
they might after this deal.
I wonder if there's like any markers, like doing your blood sample. Like you'd probably be able to tell what the fuck, what all you got. Like if their testosterone's too high, like this fucker's been eating red meat for 6 weeks before this.
Well, see, that's a good thing about mine. I don't have a weight contest. Mine's kill as many contest, but still, it's. I'm tell you the truth. I'm a way off on the fucking contest deal. I mean,
you like your Allsup's contest better, don't you?
Yeah. You know why I like it? Because there ain't no rules. It's hard to break a rule if you ain't got no rules.
So you don't give a fuck how they do it. If they shoot them away, you go
hell
ahead.
no. I remember that one year we won it, and we always try to make it the worst of conditions in an Allsup's hunt. And that one night, it was fucking snow and ice, and Highway 82 has about 3 inches of ice on it and snow covered. And it's a cold motherfucker. We ain't seen a coyote since the Carter administration. I mean, it's been a while. And I told Dwayne, the shrub, I said, fuck this. Let's go get a burrito and a cup of coffee at Allsup's and Holiday. So we turned left there at Mankins, head down 82, and we get down there about a mile or so, and we look up in the headlights, and you can't drive but about 30, 40 miles an hour because there's goddamn eye. And we look up there, and there's a coyote standing on the yellow stripe right in the middle of the fucking road. I said, get ready, Dwayne, get ready. And I Duke boys didn't turn sideways, slid her on sideways, and we come to a rest. And he had that gun out that window, and right there, boom, he shoots that goddamn coyote right there in the middle of the fucking highway. One coyote, we're the champ.
I thought you were going to say you fucking gunned it and ran that bitch over. I saw the...
I would have. I mean...
The boys won one, didn't they? Ty and them, didn't they win recently? Or did I make that up?
There's some young boys. Yeah,
Ty
they won some
McLemore.
money. Yeah, they won, I think, Byers Hunt.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Because I think they were pretty...
Yeah,
was Gus with them?
That's the first time they won money, I think it was.
That's a long time to... How long have they been entering in it?
Not very long. I mean, 3-4 years.
Oh. Is that about par to win your first one, or does it all...
You get lucky and win your first night if you get it.
Yeah, well, I guarantee we got our ass kicked several years in a row before we ever started. And it all depends on just fucking land is huge. You got to have good dirt.
Well, I get lots of calls on mine when it's time for that season.
Oh, yeah, and shoot good. You got to be able to shoot good. That's different. Really, the difference is those that, it's hard. Some people can't read animals. It's like cattle. I know guys that cowboyed their whole fucking life, but they can't read a cow. I can look at a cow, and the good ones, you can tell where that somebody's fixing to bolt and run or what. I mean, it's just called reading the cow. It's like reading the animal, like knowing a goose, where that goose is going to make a circle around or he's fixing to go and come in. Knowing when to shoot or be patient. That's the huge deal, because a lot of times a coyote will come running in, come hauling ass in, and goddamn, get them guys. And as soon as that coyote stops, they won't shoot, whether he's 300 or 30 yards. And, a lot of times a coyote will come in, tell by his body language whether he's just looking around or the jig is up.
Right.
Because I can usually tell, oh, fuck, he knows we're here. Something, he caught wind or something. But too many, I'll guarantee probably 90% of people don't know how to read a cow.
Wisdom.
Yes, and that comes with being in the field. But even then, it's kind of like that cowboy deal. I know motherfuckers been cowboy their whole life, can't read a fucking cow, and dumber than a goddamn box of rocks. And then I know young kids that fucking, you just either got it or you don't got it. And same with that hunting, goose hunting. You probably got guys that are made to guide. Yeah. And then some of them you got.
We've seen some that had no idea.
Yeah,
it was not the right career move for them.
Yeah, and probably had no chance of being that guy.
I don't know what's going on, but I've called in more coyotes on my turkey hunts this year than I ever have before. I've called in 4 this season, and
How close did you get them to you?
2 of them, yeah, 2 of them got.
Oh, y'all shot 2 of them?
Yeah.
No, that close then. That's pretty cool.
Fucking like about to attack my decoy.
No
that
shit.
Close.
Yeah.
And the wind was perfect. So the wind was perfect for one. That motherfucker came from across the field. And every time I'd yelp, he'd get a little bit lower. And he'd get a little bit lower. And like, it's funny too, because you can kind of see in his eyes, he's like, God damn, I ain't never been this close to a fucking wild turkey in the wide open before. Why is this bitch just standing there?
Yeah.
But he fucking keeps coming anyway. And then, yeah, he was just about to come up the back, and one of my guys shot, and then another time came up. And then the other two, they caught wind of us a couple 100 yards out. But I've called in 4 this year.
This year, I rattled in more fucking deer than I called up with a varmint call.
Really?
Hell, fuck yeah, I guarantee you. And I do that a lot, fucking rattling up, fucking, because I like.
Rattling up a coyote?
A coyote?
I'm rattling deer.
And the coyotes are coming
coyote
out.
comes
Oh,
up?
fuck yeah.
What
Because a lot of times I'll always start with, just a lone fawn bleep, just one that like that. I did that one time this year over there to West Perkins. I looked out there, and here comes 7 coyotes as fast as they can fucking run. From a mile over there, I could see them. Whoa, I was like, holy shit. And they come flying over there. Of course, I'm not hunting them at that time. I don't shoot until game time. But they come over there, and then I look over to the right of me, and then here's 2 more sitting over here. That was just on one fawn bleat. And then a little while later, I went somewhere else, did the same thing. 5 come running in. Yeah.
Did you see any mountain lion sign lately?
No, but they had one in downtown Archers the other day.
No shit?
Yeah, it caused a hell of a stir. Yeah, he running right through right where the courthouse is, right between Robin Gardens. Yeah,
Ran right through it.
Right by where that lady was laying out topless where you were mowing that yard.
yeah, that right 2 blocks from there. That was awesome. I need another one of them ladies.
So what? So it's just come through town.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, they called me. Of course,
Yeah,
phone
you're the
blew
guy.
out. Clay, we got a mountain lion running loose in the city limits. Which they had been seeing one for several years. He stays over back behind like the feed store, kind of a wilderness heavy brush yet. Hell, they seen him at the mail post office and all through there quite a bit.
Surprised he ain't popped his ass yet.
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna have
he
a
ain't
short
got
life if he keeps doing that
Let me
shit.
tell you something. If you shoot one, just get the pelts. Don't try to get them fully mounted. They're very expensive.
Yeah, well, somewhere I got a guy that said he'd mount it for nothing.
Give me his number because I've got 2 of them.
Who was that?
Clay asked me today, he said, "Oh, you got the mountain lion spots. What are you going to do?" And I said, "Well, I was going to get one of them mounted until I figured out it was about $3,800.
The pelt?
I think it's that
To get
guy.
one mounted.
I think a guy from Haskell. The hell, he did my deer, and he's done a hell of it. And he did my deer basically for nothing because he wanted a big deer. I had a 170 class deer.
I've got a mountain lion I'd like to
fuck
get
is
done. I'd
his
swap
name?
out with somebody, but I do not want to pay $3,800 to get a full body mount.
Yeah, no shit.
That's a lot of dough, to me. Well, Clay, we've kept you 2.5 hours.
Are you shitting me?
Nope.
Goes by in a hurry.
Hell, I gotta go find some more codeine.
I guess now your buddy's going to be our neighbor now.
Who?
Mitch.
Oh, Mitch.
Coming back.
It's official.
Yeah,
It's all over
there goes-
Facebook
there
now.
goes the neighborhood.
I've had 2 messages from people in Haskell telling me. One of them said, "Hey, the guy that's on your podcast can be our new AD." I said, "Yeah, he's a good guy." I said, "Don't
He's-
judge him by his friends."
You need to find him a house over there. He needs one with a pool. Kim wants a pool. And I want Kim to have a pool so I can go over and hang out while she's wearing a bikini.
I don't think there's very many houses in Haskell that's got a pool.
I doubt that.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's some.
There's
But
that one right as you come into town off the left, right at that stop sign.
Has it got a pool?
I don't
You
know
know
if
how
it's for
much
sale.
it costs to build a pool?
$10,000.
Yes, trust me, I know. And shit, 50,000.
Oh, that much?
Yeah, that's why I'm putting
Y'all
another.
both high. My buddy, the shrub, is getting one made, and it cost. He had to take out a loan for $64,000.
Yeah, that's about what I knew. It was 50.
And my other buddy is twice as high because he's getting the waterfall and all that. I said, "Are y'all fucking stupid?"
We're putting a new above ground pool in this time.
They sell them motherfuckers at Walmart for like $300.
Well, we went a lot more expensive than that, but we got a 16 by 32 because when Joe Biden got elected, I told Michelle, "So we're not putting an in-ground pool in because I'm not spending $50,000 for a
Shit,
pool."
wow.
But we're gonna. At the time I get the deck and everything done, we'll end up having 10 to 15,000 in it.
You should see what lumber is right now.
I know I did the other day, and I told Michelle the deck's getting smaller and smaller by the day.
God damn, you're gonna have to pay me. You got that much more money. You're gonna have to pay me more money. to Come up here on this podcast.
That's right. More
You're
than a
gonna have to
steak
give
dinner.
me 2 steaks. God damn it.
I think there's one left over there.
Oh, he ate
No,
it.
I got it.
Did you?
Fingers and all.
He didn't use a fucking fork on nothing. Do you ever use a fork at home?
At home?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Well, how do
One
you
time-
eat like potato salad?
Spaghetti.
Yeah, I'm talking about steak.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
I'm not,
You use a fork.
You're not
for
that
all.
much of a
Mongo
savage.
like beef.
Mongo.
No. Fuck no. If I'm like here, ain't nobody worried about me fucking eating a steak out of my hand. I hate it. I am the most. There's a reason I would rather have a hamburger than a steak.
Because
I can eat that motherfucker.
socially
fat.
acceptable.
Yeah, there ain't nothing worse. My OCD, I mean not OCD, ACD, or ADD, you know, to take the time and sit there and cut each individual piece. It's giving me anxiety thinking about it. I'm fucking caveman, man. I pick so much up and eat with my hand, and I don't have to cut.
That's why burritos are easy.
Exactly. That's why I'm an awesome fan.
You should get
They always ask me, "Do you want pecani or a ranch?" I said, "No, I want to eat fast." Yeah.
Their
don't do the
taco
taco
sauce
sauce?
is very good, though.
You don't do the taco sauce?
No, I just fucking eat it.
Their taco sauce is good.
That's another one of them deals where I gotta
Oh yeah,
slightly tear the package
and
open,
then-
a little bit on the
Yes.
side. Then I'm losing my mind thinking about it.
And then
Why
you
don't they
fucking
just
open
make them
the
that's
thing.
got it in it.
Yeah,
They ought to
there you go.
pre-make them with them in there.
Then you fucking open the thing and it's got that little bitty drop that's on the fucking part that you're undoing. It ends up on your fucking steering wheel or
Yeah.
down your
And
shirt.
that's another thing. If I opened any of that shit, it would jump on me. Like when I was coming over here today, I got me a nice shirt on.
Yeah,
you look nice.
Look
good.
Try to
Fucking
look
guns
sharp.
are showing off
Hell
now.
yeah,
You're on
gotta-
testosterone.
I get
codeine.
over here. I'm coming down here. Well, I get a little ashy. I got dry skin like a motherfucker. So I the other day I stopped and bought me some lotions. I'm driving down the road, fucking pouring down fucking rain, and I ain't shitting you. I popped the lid on that goddamn lotion, and it exploded all over my fucking nice shirt here. I was like, are you fucking shitting me? How does that happen? I mean, all I did was pop the lid and say, fuck with Clay Day. God damn. I was like, matter to motherfucker.
All right, we got to stop talking. We're going to talk for another hour or two.
All right,
Clay,
man.
we appreciate it, bud.
appreciate you,
We'll see
Clay.
you next month or two.
Good luck.
You
later.
know what? You
Be
and
safe on your road.
you and the new AD at Haskell probably need to come on here together.
Yeah.
That'd be dangerous.
That'd be a good one.
Let him sign.
boyfriend.
Let him sign the contract before he
Little did they know
comes
that
up
they
here.
hired my gay boyfriend as a fucking AD. Yeah,
Is he
he'll do
Goose
well.
or you Goose?
No, I am. He is definitely Goose. I am the Maverick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
And he's actually retired Goose. He doesn't even hunt anymore. He's got
Still
damn
doesn't?
perch fisherman.
Mitch is not varmint hunting anymore?
He hunted with me one time this year. I asked him ever hunt. You hunting with me? I get the Clay Reid's #1 sign.
You know who'd like to probably hunt with you?
Who?
James Washington.
James.
I bet James would like to.
James has got
James
his
is busy
team.
that time.
Yeah, I'd like to hunt with James and Ty, and I thought, well, I'll get them guys now that Mitch is bitching out on me, and oh no, they got their team now.
Because
So-
it's
so now
the-
it's just me and
Shrub?
how many
Glenn,
makes a team?
My,
4?
huh?
How many makes a team? 4?
3.
3?
Yeah, 3's about a max.
Wayne's not damn sure not going to come hunt.
Oh fuck! I asked him. I said, "You gonna hunt with me? Is it 24-hour?" Yeah. Yeah, and all I get was like, hell no. He grew out of that about 10 years ago.
I can always remember they'd come in dragging fucking because Hutch would wear. He'd never wore glasses ever.
Dude.
And when he wore glasses on Monday morning, motherfucker been out all weekend.
And he got them goddamn Coke bottles. I remember the first time I seen him because fucking Hutch is a good looking dude.
Yeah.
I mean, and that one day he showed up to the fucking hunt and I'd never seen him with them glasses. And he looked like fucking Harry Carey had them got him. What in the that's exactly what I did. I started laughing. I said, "What the fuck is that?" He goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "They were glasses." He goes, "Those are my glasses." I said, "You ain't never seen you wear no goddamn glasses." I said, "You must be a blind." He goes, I am a blind motherfucker. He did say that. because
Didn't he almost kill you on a stoplight?
Yeah, he's colorblind too. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Red, green, colorblind. So yeah, like we would go to like powerlifting meets and stuff, and though if it's just red, yellow, green, it ain't no fucking problem. He knows where it's at. When you get to the big city and like they throw in those fucking arrows and shit like that,
Yeah.
it gets a little bit dicey. We're coming up to an intersection. He's boys. Is this red or green? It's fucking yellow. Hutch, gas it.
Yeah, I miss me and him and Hutch getting hunting. Well, that's what I told him. I said, we got to hunt one fucking contest.
Yeah.
Y'all can bitch out for one fucking contest.
They're about to be
I'm still
retired.
working on them.
They're about to be retired. They'll come all the time now.
Yeah, well, whatever. Them
Yeah, we'll
motherfuckers-
see. They ain't doing that again. All right, let's get off here. Everybody, thank y'all for listening to you. God bless y'all. Have a great weekend. See ya.
Check out all of our sponsors. Check out Bangtail Whiskey. They'll ship whiskey straight to your door. You don't even gotta leave your underoos. Check out Stanfield Hunting Outfitters, Goose Creek Retrievers, Gundog Outdoors, Pacific Calls, Blind Grass, Dive Bomb Industries, Boss Shot Shells, Dirty Duck Coffee, Lucky Duck, and the Looking Glass Duck Club podcast.